What is the deal? What is the deal? What is the deal? This is a nervous smile right here. What is going on in the world, bro? We got a lot. We got a little juice with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling out for the most part, man. Oh my God, what is the deal? What is the deal? What is the deal? I was doing some shit, had somebody over, my homie came through for a little bit, we was chopping it up, get off the phone, or he leave after we chill out for a little bit or whatever, you know what I mean? Then I looked on the phone and I saw what y'all saw. Man, so yesterday when I was out, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys might have seen some reels recently, and I was able to come across one. So once I seen that, I darted over there so we can at least have it in hand because I don't know what's gonna happen. Man, bro, what is the deal? What is the deal, YouTube? What is the deal? This thing right here is fire, man. I like this shoe a lot. I'm surprised to see that this happened for this situation here. Last night's Instagram post was not enough, I guess, apparently. Shout out to everybody sliding through. First of all, Dizzy, what it do? James, what it do? Abezo, what's good? Lars, what it do? It's so much to say. Everybody's seen what's going on IG. Nike suspended the whole situation, whole relationship with Kyrie. They are done with the guy. They ended the relationship immediately, and they said they were not dropping the Kyrie 8. So that's one thing that I've been hearing, or that's what they said. Not about what they're hearing. That's what they said. Let me pull it up, actually. Talk about what they said or what I'm hearing. So it's interesting because as I went to go pick this up, I went around a few other places, and I actually ended up informing some people working because I guess they didn't know. And one of the managers, like at a Foot Locker that I went to, was telling me that what did she tell me? She said just today they had got a manifest where they have she said they have a manifest where they're getting 5 different colorways of this Kyrie 8 maybe tomorrow. It's already like in progress, already supposed to come. Either it was supposed to be in this shipment or tomorrow's shipment for sure. So that's crazy to see. So they have 5 colorways that Foot Locker was just going to be loading up on already. And this is not even like, it's crazy to see that. So how soon will they say pull them off and send them back? Like, what's going to happen with that? But of course, if you didn't know, I'm sure a lot of people here do know what this is, but I'll just show it for purposes in case you didn't know. Very interesting thing to see what happens. I mean, well, I guess there's nothing to really see. I'm over here speechless. He's supposed to meet with Adam Silver this week. You know what I mean? So I'm just confused. Like, I mean, it wasn't enough. It's so many opinions about that. I'm just surprised over what's happening in general. Gabe, what it do? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to everybody sliding through here. Yeah, definitely more bike money. Shooter, what it do? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro? Very true. Suspended. That's true. Suspended or terminated. For them to say suspended immediately and they're not releasing the Kyrie 8, it's kind of confusing because with them saying suspended, I feel you. It feels like it could be temporary. But them saying with them holding a release, that right there makes it seem like it's that they're not going to release them. So does he still have time to make it right? Like he still has to meet with Adam Silver and then do a press conference. He apologized through his Instagram post. So he has, I guess, shouldn't have no problem apologizing on a press conference. He did donate $500K also too. Maybe it wasn't. I mean, it's just crazy, man. If you know my channel, on the main channel, if you're watching from Bossco Mitchell, then we rock with the Kyries around here. You know what I mean? Kyrie energy is a real situation. Got a good amount of them in my collection. I was definitely looking forward to a few colorways of this model right here because this one is definitely looking nice. The more I look at it in the hand, the more I like it. And then the colorways out there is just ridiculous for it. So far, so good. But now, like, what's gonna happen? What Bezo, what it do with you, bro? Oh, so there is a difference on the there's a difference on the tone. I'm not trying to just brush past the situation because at the end of the day, it is a real situation. And of course, we're not like if any laughter happens, it's just because I'm just like kind of like in shock or just like surprised. Haven't really seen this happen. I know Mahmoud Abdul had a situation before where he kind of was out the league, but it's kind of some belief stuff too. You know what I mean? But do your research on that. But like I said, a lot of people were looking forward to this model. This was a lot of excitement for the colorway and colorways that have been coming out. I've been getting a lot of questions and just attention for this shoe. You know what I mean? It was unfortunate that these came in grade school first. I wish they had got the men's pair first, of course. But that's a great question. Suspended or terminated? They do say suspended. It does say suspended. So I guess it's just suspended and not terminated. But 5 games he's suspended from the league already for what's happening. So like it's just gonna be up in limbo for at least 5 days to see what's next. Is he, what's the next step that's gonna happen? They were already gonna meet. He was already gonna meet with Adam Silver. So, to discuss this. So I just don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, I got to get here and talk about it just because you guys know I'm with the Kyries. As far as the sneakers, that's was one of the things I collect a lot here. I was hopefully I'm able to get my hands on this. Get my hands on this Kyrie 8 and some men's sizes. Something I can add to my collection. Nike announces the company is suspending its relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately and will no longer launch his Kyrie 8. So, I mean, what is that? What else? What more can we say? No longer release it. Like the wordage. I mean, I guess no longer means no longer, like won't be doing it. Or does that mean like temporary? More bike money indeed, Lars. Yeah, it is, man. It's definitely a nice colorway. It does have a little bit of details to it. I mean, like I said, this is a grade school size because the store only had grade school sizing. But I had to get it because I mean, I wanted to talk about it. I was going to do a review on them regardless, and just for the sake of this live too, really, the Kyrie 8 Go. That's kind of it comes in like the recycled boxes that they've been using with some of the recycled materials. This is the box that it came in. Moved to zero technology. Then it has a Kyrie. It says Kyrie 8 GO. That comes in focus. GO. I don't know what that GO means. Interesting thing about these grade school shoes. Definitely not keeping these. But these grade school shoes, they maybe this might just be something on a podium. Like if they somehow tuck these away and they're never ever be released, then this will just be something that just stands on a mantle as like a little fucking collector's item. I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, but yeah, this one has like the Kyrie logo on it. That one has like a wolf logo on it. Pretty dope shoe. Really nice shoe. For casual wear and hooping. They have some already nice colorways I've seen, and they're gonna have, you just can imagine. And as I was talking to one of the people, one of the managers, telling me about them having a manifest and having 5 colorways. They were supposed to get 5 colorways in one shipment. So were they gonna do a preheat situation that we didn't know about? Oh wow. Was there gonna be a preheat situation we didn't know about? Like, why would the store get 5 colorways at one time? Like 5 different ones. Unless she said 5 different ones, unless it was like a couple men's and grade schools to match, but she said like 5 different ones. So I can only imagine. I mean, I've seen a black and white one. I've seen this one. I've seen like four of them, you know. Hopefully, I mean, I would love to get, if I'm able to get there and get some looks at some stuff. Of course, you guys know I'm gonna bring it to the channel if I'm able to. I don't know. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Um, Trey, okay, that's your opinion on it. Okay, I feel you. The sixes was one of my favorite silhouettes. I wasn't mad at the sevens at all. I do have a few of those in my collection. I have like like 6 or 7 pair of sevens. So I did like the sevens myself. But different strokes for different folks. Everybody's opinion was different with that. Some people liked the Kyries and some people didn't. I feel like people didn't like the Kyrie 8. I think I've seen a good amount of people who did, but I did see a lot more people who weren't really a fan of the Kyrie Infinity, but were liking these, you know. So this was going to have a little buzz to it. A lot of people was going to be able to check this shoe out. A lot of people was going to go after this shoe. Now, I'm just curious, you know, what's going to happen. Are they going to be released later straight to outlets heavily discounted? They can't just scrap them all together and never just drop them ever. Really, y'all feel like it's going to go to that point where they just don't get them out, period? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious. I haven't looked on StockX or any place to see if they had them early on there. You know, people be having them on there early, especially you know, both of them platforms actually. That's just crazy to see. Hold on, let me see. Very interesting, you know. Will they try to do what they said that they're gonna do with the Adidas and release Kyrie's without Kyrie's information on the shoe? I mean, it would still sell if they just did that, you know. And people would probably, I mean, people would still probably buy them. I'm pretty sure they would. Yeah. That's unfortunate, dude. Oh man. Hold on. We're not sharing this right. Yeah. Shout out to everybody I know I'm missing. Do you think it was meant? Do you think that apology was meant? Great question, you know. I mean, he detailed it. He it's hard to say, bro, because I'm not in his brain. Just from the outside looking in, I honestly, because he said something before he made the post in his press conference that he had before, like saying he was taking responsibility. I felt like once he, you know, he made that press conference saying he was accepted his responsibility, then the 5-game suspension, and then he released the apology. I mean, I guess he realized his wrongs, and you know, it's one thing because he shared something via social media, so his apology via social media should kind of be understood, I would think, because it's kind of where he shared it. But he still has time to then make a press conference to make it be known where he stands, you know, his apology. So there still has to be time with that. He still has to meet with the league and everything like that. I mean, off of him making his statements in the press conference prior to his post with the apology, I would have to say, yeah, he apologized. I would think so. And what? Oh, they didn't accept his 500,000 donation. I didn't know that. That's very true too. That's very true too. Really. What did I say? Yeah, definitely a lot of good things, man. It's just a shame. Everything, all good things must come to an end at some point. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good. That's what one of the me and the workers were speaking about. You know, a lot of collabs, a lot of hot sellers, especially for Nike basketball. I mean, of course, they're Nike, so they'll definitely do fine without him. You know what I'm saying? Uh, all in all, I feel like the whole situation is just very unfortunate. His response wasn't what people wanted to see. You know, he's, you know, just unfortunate, you know, to see what's just been happening in the world the last few weeks. You know, the energy frequency is like forced to be low, even though I'm keeping my energy high. Like I said, I found out about this after the fact. You know, I mean, not super late, but like a little while, because I was had my homie over. We were chilling, talking about some whole other stuff on some, you know, not even thinking about that at the time. And then I saw that. I'm like, wait, what? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sure if it was going to come to this, because I still felt like it was in limbo. And then by him issuing some type of an apology, I thought that would hold things. But you know, he didn't. Maybe if he had apologized Instagram and then today, you know, had the press conference this morning to kind of clear statements and apologize, that would have saved this from happening, you know. But I guess, you know, they feel like he's not showing enough remorse. And it's unfortunate, man. They took his shoes off the website already, huh? That's unfortunate. That's, hey. Yeah, this was gonna be technically his last shoe. And they said maybe they would work something out. They didn't know, but they were saying that this was going to be his last shoe, and that's why they were technically, you know, quick to just pull it off and not even drop it, because they were already going to drop him in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, they have stuff in production. Like I said on the manifest, there's like 5 colorways that were supposed to be shipped to the stores this week, because you know he got some stuff dropping all this month. I think the 11th there's 1 or 2 colorways. I thought something dropped on the 1st or the 2nd, but I could have been wrong. I thought this colorway maybe dropped, but I only saw grade school at like 1 location. And then, you know, there was something on the 24th, I believe. So for the manifest to have shoes already shipped to the stores, that's crazy too, you know. So this all came abrupt. I'm pretty sure. I mean, tomorrow morning we'll have to get more details on if Nike tells these retailers, if you got the shipment, send them back. I mean, that's what they did with the Yeezys, right? That's what they did with the Yeezys. They had to send them back to Adidas or whatever, and Adidas says that they're going to release them without his branding on it. So I'm just curious to see if they're going to do the same thing here with the Kyries. You know, who knows how many Kyries they've already had in production. You know, for them to be sending 5 out already, man, that lets you know that they had a lot ready to go. You know, he comes with the colorways. You know, I understand this stuff is more than some material stuff. You know what I mean? This is material stuff, and this situation deals with people's emotions. So you got to respect that. You know what I mean? So that's first and foremost what it is. It's hurting people. It's, you know, and we're all about positivity and energy and, you know, uplifting other people and stuff like that. So, you know, for me personally, I just stay away from the whole topic because it's just unfortunate. It hurts in general. You know what I'm saying? Just, it sucks that somebody that, you know, I like to watch on the court gets himself in this type of situation. It's just crazy to see the whole situation, you know, pull itself out. You know, I look at it more with the eyes of just sitting back and watching. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know, I mean, what else can I do? What else can I do? These guys sit back and watch and see how this stuff plays out, man, and just learn lessons from all of this. It's a lesson in every situation. It's a lesson in every bar, as they say. You know, that's just what it is, bro. But this shoe right here is definitely fire. This colorway is dope. The sleekness of it, the swoosh that's like translucent. Maybe the apple juice is kicking in a little bit. Translucent situation. Shout out to everybody watching on Bossco Mitchell, Bossco Mitchell, Bobby Thrift, Bossco 2.0, or if you're watching me on Twitch, shout out to you too, wherever you're watching me from. Yeah, full effect, Trey. Full effect, bro. Nike website already. Yeah, they said it's all done, huh? Hold on, let me see something. Okay. Let's see. I mean, you know. Kyrie, you did it to yourself, buddy. That's unfortunate, man. Where we at with it? Hold on. Okay. That pull him off. That's quickly. Nothing. Let's push enter. Wow. Oh. Okay. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all wait, let me make sure y'all see that. Hold on, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Wow, it's a real thing, y'all. I mean, dang, bro. So I mean, the resale sites can't have nothing to do with that, right? Can the resale sites have something to do with that too, like StockX? I mean, they're gonna still have Kyrie's, right? Yeah, yeah. They're gonna still have, yeah. Yeah. So people felt like the 350s and the Yeezys and stuff like that will go up because of him not being with Adidas anymore. I seen a little uptick in some of the prices for some of the Yeezys. I have seen that be the case. I definitely have seen that. I don't know. Just to be speaking, I'm curious. I doubt it because these are basketball shoes. I don't think Kyrie's will go up in value like that. Somebody did ask me about that too. I don't know. I mean, the way he's in his situation now and everybody's like shunning is kind of like, you know, what do you guys think about that as far as the ones that you might find at the outlets to this day? Like, will they take them out the outlets? Are they going to take them out I mean, if they're taking them off the site, that means they're going to take them off the outlets too. Are they going to sell them to TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff? Are they going to just take them somewhere and demolish them and like turn their materials into other shoes? What is going to happen? What do you guys feel like is going to happen next? Yeah, I mean, it might be a wrap for him playing in the Brooklyn. He might be done. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, the guy, Chris Jackson, that, he was out here too. He was a fire point guard. He did some stuff too that was like, Adam Silver's gonna meet with Kyrie. I'm curious to see what his energy is gonna be like when he meets with Kyrie. What's Kyrie's energy gonna be like when he meets with him? You know what I'm saying? Is Kyrie gonna be apologetic enough to make Adam Silver cool and let him come back and play? Is there gonna be a press conference with Kyrie there and Adam Silver right to his side? Kyrie showing utmost, responsibility and apologizing fully. You know what I'm saying? Eric, sad day in the sneaker world. If you know me, man, I just did a video of all the Kyrie Ace recently. I was gonna do a video of all the Kyrie's, the highlight. Never mind, shut up. I still can do that if I want to. But I was wondering, like, reels and stuff, doing stuff with Kyrie's, are people gonna shun away from looking at it and like shun me for wearing his stuff? And you know what I mean? Like, what about that? Am I supposed to be now like just, yeah? I don't. You gotta shit. I gotta be careful on anything anybody I say. I don't say wow. I don't even know what to say. Jordan never did that move. I like that one. I like that. Damn. I'm not even gonna lie to you. One thing I will keep it a bean about, 100 about. When I was about to start the live, like, I low-key wanted to wear the jersey, but I'm like, what does that look like? And I mean, I could see a couple people hit me up, one or two people hit me up. And for me personally, I got a lot of things going on in my life in general, a lot of shit going on, a lot of things going on in my family and just in general. And I still haven't even gotten over my mom being not here, even though that's been like since 2016. So my mind is like on a whole nother planet. So I just don't be trying to tune into what happens here. So like when I've been asked about it, I said, man, I haven't really tuned into it because like it doesn't affect what I have right in my visual, which is all my problems. So that's why I kind of just like, it's like with anything. When you have like the George Floyd situation, I try not to tune into it because it's just like, what do? You speak on one side, you speak on that side, you look one way. It's just crazy, bro. At the end of the day, I collect the shoes because I like the way the shoes felt on my feet. I try to cross people over, even though I ain't hooped in a while. But when I get back out there hooping, anybody who wants a bar, I can give you some bars on the court, and I would be wearing Kyrie's for the most part. You know what I'm saying? That's why we hitting the treadmills and stuff, because we trying to get out here at least next summertime and call some people out and bust some people's asses. But that, I mean, pause. I mean, you know what I mean with a basketball. I was trying to game some people up. Am I wrong if I hoop in those? Are they gonna make people in the league in the NBA? Because it's one like there's some people who are doing they tracking the sneakers players are wearing sneakers, what sneakers, how many minutes in the league, and like that's still one of the top 5 sneakers worn in the league. Are those guys not able to wear those shoes no more? Man, you know, outlet instantly. I know. I mean, you know, and so it's like, okay, so it's okay for them to say, like, so they say we're done with them, boom, and then they do sell them because they want to, you know, make some money off the product they did make, which makes sense. You don't want to have all this product and not make some money off of it. So if it goes to the outlet heavy discounted, I mean, that's fine. At least people who, but then are you looked up on funny if you're going there buying them? Oh, you support that guy? You go there to go to your local Nike outlet, and you find them over there for, say they put them there for $39 with 20% off or some shit, and you're buying them, and then it's like, wait, well, I mean, are you now looked upon as somebody who's like, oh, you think that way too? Like, does it get to that now? Or if you're driving down the block and you play some Kanye or something like that, like, are you look like it's crazy out here? I don't even know what to say. There's some people out here, like, I don't even know if that, I'm not. One thing I was gonna kind of say is like, it's, you have to think of people, like, do people get looked upon wrong? You see, I'm trying to watch my words. Do people get looked upon wrong if you go to a party or function and they're playing R. Kelly music? And if you answer that question, I'm just curious if that's the same status for Kanye. I would assume so, right? Like, because you know, I'm just wanting to know. I'm not saying anything or on anybody's side. I'm just asking that question. And sometimes you ask that question. Sometimes asking questions is not good either. So, I mean, shit, bro. They got to at least drop them to the outlets or sell them to TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Ross so us can go out there and get them. You know, they won't probably have to. That's the other question. Will they have a value to them? Like, just like, because if they're canceled, I mean, that's usually what happens with anything, right? With anything that you've seen over the time, for anybody here collecting sneakers or any type of merchandise, when something's canceled or discontinued, that becomes something that is a commodity, right? But then again, nothing's ever been canceled for these type of terms, like the Kanye stuff having, you know, Kanye stuff and this stuff being canceled for this type of situation is different from anybody else's kind of situations being canceled. So I'm just curious. I mean, Kanye's are kind of going up, as I spoke earlier. Let me go back to StockX. Let me just go to Yeezy 350. And let me just see. Like, I mean, are these higher prices than what was before? Big shout out to everybody sliding through for however long you're here for. I appreciate it. If you hit the like button, if you could. You know, I mean, I feel like these prices were okay. You still got some that's here, but that's like the lowest. That's the lowest ask. That's not like you click on it and it's a whole different story. Kyrie's being a basketball shoe is kind of hard to say, but Kyrie's have some basketball shoes that do have a resale value or have had a resale value. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so nothing really here. I mean, nothing too crazy. These are all below retail, actually, except for certain prices. Some people kind of see what they're doing, and other people have just left their stuff there. But these are priced below retail, actually, for just this one particular colorway. Yeah, I mean, 230s. I mean, are these the normal prices for them? Because what they retail for 225 or 220, so that's not really much. It's not really much. Kyrie, if you got him for 65, that was definitely a good come up. Definitely a fire come up right there, man. I'm still salty over it's all good, but my Air Max Penny Ones, I mean, it is what it is. Keep seeing them at the outlets and stuff like that. It's cool though. It happens like that. But let me know what you guys think in the chat if you guys didn't see it already. Say it again so I can see what's up. Did it to himself. Yep, shame on Nike. I mean, he didn't have to do what he did, man. Simple as that, you know. I mean, he didn't have to do what he did, bro. It took him all off of Nike, everything. I'm sure any merchandise from him is off of there. You won't see any of that on there. And I'm just curious to see how long will it take for them to pull them out the stores. Tomorrow, Saturday is technically like a business day. I don't think Sunday really is. Maybe they get shipments on Sunday, but they're getting a shipment tomorrow. I'm for sure going to go to one or two spots, and see and just see. And I mean, I want to go get the colors on camera for my content purposes. I know they probably not going to be able to sell me shit, but I want to go see what colorways they were and all that stuff to cover for my content. But it's very interesting. It is what it is. This is the kind of situation we're in right now. Yeah, he wanted the apology. He gave him one, but technically it wasn't like it hasn't been a public apology. And the only thing I just wanted to know is like, is it like too late, or like was there, because he's gonna meet with Adam Silver. So like I would, if he's suspended for 5 games, which means he can't go to the facility, right? So if he was going to practice or something, then he could have his time to have his conference, his press conference. But if he's suspended for 5 games, and within that 5 games he's gonna have that meeting with the league owner, then I would think that he would have that time to make it right. Like he gave his apology, and then that would continue with him having it in person. And then, so we haven't gotten to that next point yet. You know what I mean? Adam Silver had already said a couple of days ago he was gonna meet with him next week. So I would have just hoped it was able to kind of be a gray area until Adam Silver came out after the finalization of their conversation. I was hoping that would have been the case, that they could at least extend it to there, And then when I seen the apology last night, it was a long post. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was gonna be only reason why I thought it was gonna give him time, like more time to get to the actual meeting. Like I didn't first, particularly think that was like enough. But I thought that was enough to get him through into the meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if he would have just not said nothing until he met with them, that would have looked crazy. So, I just thought that he did it. I don't think he did enough. I thought he did a little bit to get him where he needs to his next level. I don't know if he could hold a press conference. Like, I mean, if he's suspended, he can't go to the facility, right? Yeah. Are they, Trey, are they going to drop him and take off his stuff, his information? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to take off the information there and just release him as a sneaker? Or what do you think they're going to happen? That's the one thing I'm curious, because they have so much in production. So many have been made. If you weren't here earlier, I was speaking to a store manager, and she told me on her manifest that they have 5 different colorways of Kyrie's coming. It was either supposed to come today, and if it wasn't today, it was for sure tomorrow. It's already on the way. So like, that's where I thought that was crazy. So they're gonna send them back to the thing and then just drop them. Like, when will they drop them? That's a lot of money that could be lost if you just don't drop them. You still got to drop them, and then when you do drop them, like I said, are the logos gonna be taken off, like his stuff, and is the price gonna be the same? I'm curious about that. Hey man, my main thing is just about, we can all get along, bro. Yeah, that's why people don't feel like the apology was genuine, because he got suspended and then he apologized. Because he wasn't really seeming like he was gonna really fully apologize until that happened. Because in that last press conference he was saying some stuff that seemed like he says he's taking his responsibility, but he could have just said sorry then. He could have just said sorry then, and we wouldn't even got to the suspension and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? For some, like, I thought the last conversation he had with the press conference, he wasn't suspended yet. I thought he was. I could be wrong though. Eric, what's good with you, my guy? How you doing this evening, bro? He said it himself. He said it himself. He said it himself. Yeah, all that stuff. I'm assuming all that stuff is going to get halted. And one thing I was asked when I was talking to the manager, she's just like, well, what are they going to do as far as with his stuff? Because his shoe was a really good mover for them, and they had a lot of colorways and a lot of collabs that were kind of special and stuff like that. What are they going to do? They have another athlete, and I told her, to be honest with you, yeah, they got somebody lined up ready to go, Ja Morant. Who's to say that Ja Morant don't get all of Kyrie's designs going forward. Because I mean, it would just be so easy to do it. We don't know what the Kyrie 9 and whatever else was supposed to look like. They could have just give those designs to Ja and put Ja stuff on it. You never know. I mean, is that controversial to say? You know, the LeBron 20, the LeBron 20 looked like something else, but you know, it's a LeBron 20 now. You know what I'm saying? So what they do, it's just interesting, bro. Very interesting. You know, who's to say LeBron's silhouette is not another model that was supposed to be somebody else's that he got for the 20? Because his shoes had never looked like this now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all of the stuff is supposed to come out. The N7, there's a multicolor color, you know, multicolor. There's the black and there's this colorway. Then there's the black colorway. Those were the 4 I knew about so far. And she said there were have 5 coming. So yeah, they have some on the way. Glenn, what it do, bro? How you doing? What's good with you, Glenn? A lot of things going on in the sneaker world, man. Yeah, Gabe, that's the things I've heard people talk about too. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's funny about that part that you mentioned that, because I'm just gonna let you say, I'm not gonna repeat any of this stuff because I don't want people to say I'm saying nothing. But like, you know, the thing is still there available for purchase, and you know people are buying it, which means they're still making money off of it. But I don't know, man. Yeah, no longer available. Not at all. That's why, like I said, I have some content already on my phone from like a day or two ago when I found these. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen some of my reels with this Kyrie. So then, like I said, I seen that information and I rushed over there to go grab a pair because, you know, I at least wanted to, you know, talk about it with you guys and show it and just think about it. I mean, because this is a grade school side. This store happened to get grade school instead of men's sizes, which this is the thing that we had to deal with the Kyrie Infinity. Most stores were getting grade school sizes first. You didn't see the men's sizes till like a month. I don't know, a month, maybe at least a couple weeks till after. You know what I'm saying? It took a while to find the men's sizes. So I guess it seemed like this was happening again. So yeah, I had to scoop it up and talk about it because this shoe was fire regardless. Very sleek shoe. I mean, it's I wanted a pair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they release them without this stuff, I still get it because I like the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Got the 11 detail right there, little details on the shoe, man. Got the Roman numerals there. We always got translucent Nike swoosh on both sides. The shoe looks fire. You know what I mean? For me, most of the time, Kyrie's growing me. This one had to also, but it didn't take as long because I started to see some colorways that I liked right off the bat. Like this is one of them. And I like the profile side, but I really like the medial side. I like the design on the midsole right here, the double swooshes. You can kind of, or instead of like it's like almost see-through material. I mean, not see-through, but it feels like it would be see-through. But yeah, man, all in all, that's what's going on. We guys see what it is. Yeah. It was the wrong tweet. Yeah, just, you know, he shared something, you know, and he took responsibility, you know. Yeah, so you know, it's like hard, you know. I just have to show what you guys say because at the end of the day, for me, I'm positive for everybody. I grew up around everybody. I have friends and family. I have everybody around me and in my circles and stuff. So, you know, I'm for everybody, bro. It just sucks that there's things out here to divide. And this is the funny thing about it, or not even a funny thing about it, but like this is divisive in the sense of just commonly divisive. Like somebody like me who was a casual person who was talking about being positive to everybody and liking any, you know, being cool with everybody and accepting everybody. But there's gonna be somebody out there who's gonna look at me twisted because of this and think that I'm a whole thing because I wear them. If I wear them, you know, and it causes a divisive situation. Me coming out here without any of that in my brain or in my heart, but because I wear something that I've been wearing and rocking for a way long time before this even happened, been rocking with the dude for a very long time, been collecting the sneakers for a very long time, and now all of a sudden if I wear them, I'm looked upon a certain way. That's unfair to me because I'm not thinking that way. But I liked the shoe before that even came out. So is that now looked upon me and funny with me? That's the part about it that makes it more a serious situation and more of a thing than anything. Like, yeah, he said, you know, stuff that shouldn't have been said and it was wrong for him to say all that stuff and retweet what he posted, because he didn't really, what he said and what he posted was just wrong. But like now it just trickles down to other people, the people who are like not his, like he can go ahead and deal with this. Kanye can deal with this. Like, yeah, take away his money, blah, blah, blah. They still have a statue to be up there still and still can kind of bounce back. Somebody like me getting caught up in some shit like that, that could really be bad for me, you know, just because whatever. But that's crazy. I have receipts showing I've been down for a long time before knowing this stuff. Now I have to like denounce it and have to like just be done with it. That's why I just don't say nothing about it and just let it go and just be like, damn, this is crazy and it's unfortunate. He did it to himself. He could have just not said this, not tweeted that, and just not said this and just did this. I can't control nobody else. That's one thing about it. Okay. I've always been told, and this is the same case, and I'm gonna make sure it's clear, like you never should have faith in man, and that's never what it is. When I support these guys as athletes, it's because I was an athlete too, and I see something in their game that I rock with. That's it. But it sucks that when you follow somebody's, you know, careers, you kind of do get a little bit of a rapport of them as a person, maybe. So that's just how it goes. And then they switch up on you or switch up all of a sudden. It's just unfortunate. The whole situation is just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And then it puts you in a position that there's a lot of things that are coming out now where it's like it's about picking a side, you know. And there's so many things there's only so many things that you can kind of like, oh, I'm not tripping off that. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm not paying attention to that. Till there's something on your doorstep and it's like you have to pick. And it's like, damn, that's crazy, bro. I just like hooping. I like basketball. The shoes look dope. You know, at the end of the day, these are material things and they don't mean anything. You know, they just look cool. Some people put stock in this stuff and like it makes who they are. Them having a nice collection or having the latest sneakers makes them who they are, and they don't feel like themselves if they don't have that stuff. That's never been me. Never ever been me. So like it's never a problem, but it's just so interesting, bro. I like the design of these shoes. You know, some of my people was talking about this whole midsole right here, and a lot of them didn't really like it. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't really like it either. I thought it would be a little bit more irritating, but it's not as bad, especially with like these grooves that are right here. It don't make this look so flat as I saw in previous like pictures. It made it seem like this was just like a flat surface in a sense. There's some indentations and curves that give it a little bit of a thing. So when you see, well, shit, we're not gonna see this in a bunch of other colorways, but we would have seen some crazy. This wouldn't have looked bad at all. And then the medial side midsole looks fire too. I mean, to be honest with you, this right here, I'm not about to go do that. Looks like the back part of the midsole of the Kyrie 1. It was almost like they were kind of going back to the Kyrie 1. That's what kind of reminded me of it. That's why, like, when I was first mentioned that, I was like, yeah, it kind of looks funny. But then it also gave me the Kyrie 1 vibe. So I'm like, oh, that might not look bad, you know, especially in 2022, 23, they would definitely add something to it. But we don't know, man. Colorways ain't going to be here. Shout out to anybody in the Discord. I got some messages in there right now. Real quick too, did anybody hear about people not getting their payments accepted for the Callets? I have a Discord. If you guys didn't know, Discord is Energy 810. So shout out if you guys are on Discord, go ahead and check it out. It's free. We just be chopping it up about stuff. Jimmy had just posted something in there saying that I guess he heard or seen that people were getting their Callet orders reversed. Anybody else hear about that? Yeah. Which Infinities you wearing right now? Eric, what are you doing? No sneaker room collab, no concepts collab, no preheat. I'm like, are these 5-pair preheats? Like, what is that? No cereal packs. No, what else you got? No cereals, no Uncle Drew's. I mean, No more Uncle Drew movie. Ain't gonna be no Uncle Drew 2. Damn. Ain't gonna be no Uncle Drew 2. You just got your Kyrie 6 fly trap? Okay. Which colorway? Everybody took them down. Oh, JE Sports still has them up. Probably because they're a different, like under a different umbrella, JE Sports. Maybe I'm sure they'll probably get the memo at some point. Shout out to Cool Kicks also. I'm sure they probably come to some point where those other stores will get the memos, the JDs and Finish Lines and Finish Line, JDs and like Shoe Palaces and stuff like that. Probably get the memo shortly if they don't, Adam, what's good, my guy? How you doing, bro? A Rip Memorial real. Oh yeah, you already know. I already got some of that content when I went back and when I went and scooped this up. I went and got my pair first because I was like, I was iffy on that. I was like, damn, do they get noticed? Are they gonna take them off and be like, they can't sell them to me? If they're gonna scan the information, they're gonna say don't sell. Like, what's gonna happen? So I went there and bought the pair first, and then like after I got them in hand, then I went and did my content on them. And oh yeah, so you about to see that for sure. Champ still has them up. That's a flex store. I thought they would follow suit with Foot Locker and stuff. Maybe just right now. You know what I mean? How long will it be up for? How long will it be up for? Just to show it while we're here. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, he has, that's what he definitely had to do, bro. It was the right thing to do, regardless of this and that. Regardless of this and that, it was the right thing to do. So, what else can you do about it, man? I mean, he still technically, I guess, hasn't done it fully right the right way, because they still want his head on the stake. You know what I'm saying? I heard one person say, "Tell him to come to my synagogue." I thought that was that sounded kind of scary. When that dude said that, it was somebody on, was it ESPN or something like that? Dude was like, "Tell him to come to my synagogue." I was like, "Whoa, yeah, be careful, bro. They want your head, bro. Like, you better say sorry. Like, just apologize and just let it be gone, bro. Say you're sorry." He did say it. He said it, but he needs to say it more clear. And as you guys can see, Champ still has him up. Funny thing, not funny, but the thing is, they're the colorway for this Kyrie Flytrap 6. Wait, for the 6, I thought it was. No, I seen the colorway for the Flytrap 5 that looked ridiculous. It was on Nike.com yesterday, but it's gone now. What you got for us, Dizzy? What you just upload for us, Dizzy? Shout out to Dizzy, also supporting all the platforms, bro. He on the Discord too. Much respect. Let's see. Oh, I didn't go to it. Oh, you got him on right now. Yep. Oh, that colorway. Okay. The One World One People. That one's nice. Rocking. Do they have them up here? They don't have them here. That's crazy. Very interesting day today. Very interesting November. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't went live since, but of course, condolences to Migos and that whole situation. That's wild. A lot of things, man. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of things just to keep you, like I said, if you are somebody who are not paying attention fully to, there's a lot of things right now to keep your vibrations low, keep you mad, keep you angry, keep you depressed, keep you anger, keep you disappointed, keep you not in a good light. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part you have to take a step back and realize too, and do your own piece and stay in your own lane and be, and be cool. Don't take your anger on other people. Find ways to release your anger without putting it on somebody else. Don't go out into the street and because you're angry about this, take it out on somebody else and cause some friction out there. It's causing divisiveness and it's causing that type of stuff. And we gotta be conscious of that stuff. All in all, right? Because you gotta understand there's bad apples in everything. any circles. There's bad apples everywhere. So one bad apple shouldn't spoil the whole bunch. You know what I mean? That's one thing that everybody has to be conscious of. One bad apple don't spoil it for the whole bunch, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Adult dating, nah, man. We not doing that over here, bruh. You want the smoke, Bossco? You want the smoke? I mean, you said it, I didn't say it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. I mean, if it's not number one, it's number two. If it's top three for sure. They just did a post recently. Let's see if I can find it. Because they have some people now. They have something. Where is that? Man, I forgot. I hate when I do that, dude. Oh, there we go. So I can remember it. Yeah, there's somebody who does it on Instagram where they what do they do? It was an Instagram post from somebody. I forgot who it is. I'll remember if I see it right now. But I guess every week they go over which sneakers was worn by the NBA players by minutes played, which is crazy. I think that's dope. That's why I was like, okay, I gotta check this out just to see. But damn, I don't think I have it saved no more. Yeah. So they Kyrie Low 5. The Kyrie Low 5 was the fifth most shoe worn.
According to kickstats.com.
I guess you can go to kickstat.com. The Kyrie Low 5 was number 5 most worn. The KD 15 is number 4 most worn shoe right now in the league. The GT Zoom Cut Low or whatever, that's number 3. What else we got next? Number 3. Number 2, they got the Kobe 6 Pro Shows, the number 2 sneaker worn in the league right now. And is it Kyrie for number 1 or is not? Oh, the PG6 number 1 right now. So currently, based on last week, Kyrie's is not by minutes played based on that. And maybe that's a sign too. Maybe people have been, shying away from wearing his shoes or something like that. Maybe that's the case. Yeah, but mostly it is. It definitely sells a lot. Wait. Oh, Lakers are playing the Jazz. Wow. They're going to ask LeBron about Kyrie. They're for sure going to do that. Yeah, it's all unfortunate. I don't know. Huh? No, I definitely don't care what people think. I just do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really worry about too much stuff. I just kind of, stay in my lane. And, it even goes to example like this. If it's something that is not with my energy or something I don't feel like dealing with, I just don't even speak on it. For example, I don't show, like, you can watch my videos and be like, why he don't say none of these shoes are trash? I don't show shoes I think are trash. I think if the shoe's trash, I just don't show it. I don't need to go and say, oh, this shoe sucks. You feel me? So with all this stuff going on, it is what it is. Like, if you talk to me personally, we can speak or whatever. But as far as like online, I just keep it high to keep it here, man. Keep it on that even keel, bro. Keep our energy cool, and we're gonna be cool because I make my living from this. So at the end of the day, I just, like I said earlier, I just sit back and watch until it's something that's on my doorstep. If it's something on my doorstep, then you have to do something more, right? As for me, what do I gain from saying anything? Yay or nay? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's all unfortunate. It sucks that everybody's feelings were hurt. And at the end of the day, this is what I care about. I want the shoe. I want the product. I collect these things. I wear these things. I review these things. Like, that's where it's at for me. I never cared. I don't pay attention to nobody's personal stuff. I've never been in somebody's personal life because it's not my life. You feel me? When I go, I'm not dealing with nobody else's stuff. It's me and the maker. Like, that's it. So I never brung the energy to me. Oh, they're always going to talk shit, no matter what. I just throw that out there to see like what the response is and see what people think. Because I have them. What, you think I'm going to be the ones out here? I think that's so stupid. People like when LeBron left Cleveland, or when Yeezy was wrong the first time, and you see people just burning stuff and throwing stuff away thinking that's going to do something. For one, you spent your money on it. Why are you going to just waste your money? For two, it's something I bought. Like, it is what it is. You can't control what other people say and do. You can only control what you say and do. And that's it. So yeah, if I'm able to find a pair, I'm definitely still going to cop my pair because I've been wanting to get them from beforehand. You know, you have to learn how to separate things. Some people say you're not supposed to or you can't, but who are you to tell me what I can do? I can separate it. That's why I went and asked the question earlier about like the R. Kelly thing. You know, you can be at some parties, some older parties, and people are still playing that stuff, playing his stuff. And I say playing that stuff because I never really been, into like the R&B stuff like that anyway. So that's why it's never really been my cup of tea. You feel me? Something that is crazy is like, okay, the one that could fit is Yeezy's. Or Yeezy music, Kanye music. But, you know, the man's music is the man's music, bro. One thing he said that was really true is no one man should have all that power. They made sure that wasn't the case. The one thing I just think is so interesting about the whole thing, coming up in my whole time of being raised and stuff, I've heard of these type of things, right? You hear these terms thrown out and you hear what happens if you do that, but it's been so long. It's always been so many I'll say this and then say something else. It's always been so long to where I felt like that's ever happened. I just felt like these type of situations were like not myths, that these were just things that just hasn't happened in so long when it comes to speaking down on certain people or cultures. I remember hearing about this before, don't ever be this person. Don't ever go into this lane or say this because this will get you messed up. And you would just hear that. This is the first time I actually get to witness it from my eyes. Like, I guess the cycle happens every how many years where maybe somebody, because I think Mel Gibson got himself in a situation. I think Nick Cannon did too. But their stuff I didn't follow Mel Gibson's crazy like that. But I hadn't seen him get stripped of the stuff like I see how Kanye did. To go from where he was at and everything just get pulled away. Like, it's kind of interesting to see this stuff fold in front of your eyes, like where they actually do it. Because as I'm saying again, coming up, you hear like, oh, you don't step here, don't say this. That's crazy for people to say that. Watch out for that because it's like this and this can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just hearing about those stories, never, really having anything to gauge it off of because it's just something you heard and nobody ever did it. So it's just something you heard. And this is the first time I've ever seen this happen where it's like somebody said the stuff you say you're not supposed to say, and then you see what happens. The guy Charleston White had a video talking about it, and that his opinion on it was right on in a sense. But, I don't know. But it's just crazy to see how this stuff is happening. Uh-oh, my signal's messing up. Maybe I'm saying the wrong stuff, y'all. I don't know. Oh, that's what. Okay, Jason Williams said something. Okay, my signal messing up. They said one thing too, that if you don't hit the like button, it like buffers your connection, and if you hit the like button, it like gives you some extra megabytes, so your connection is even better. So maybe you should hit the like button, and then your connection will be better too. It won't buffer. It'll help us all out. Definitely going to be hitting up the Ross this week. And I mean, I hope to see some of these there, Like, does this trickle down? Because can Nike make Ross and Marshalls take Kyrie's off the shelves too? Because they have some on deck right now. You can go to some Burlington's, Ross or Marshalls and find a Kyrie 7 or a Kyrie 6 or a Kyrie Fly Trap. Cali Perks, what it do, my guy? How you doing? Live in Philaga tomorrow to see what's up. Live in effect, like we here live in rec when they open up. I'm wondering when they get the shipping in. I definitely will go by there tomorrow though. Do the 6s drop tomorrow? Do the metallic silver Jordan 6s drop tomorrow? It's weird because I thought that was like another week out, but maybe so. Yeah, and then I'm hearing people say we don't want him. They don't want him here. You know, I really hope he can convince Adam Silver enough. You know what I'm saying? Let this 5-game suspension be it, and him come out to play, because at the end of the day, it would just be great to see him on the court and him share that energy that way, and just be his own man off the court and just keep that, you know. He don't have to, you know, he wants to be the voice for the voices. I totally get that. But for the sake of his career, not just, I mean, it's weird to say that because at the end of the day, like, I honestly, like, on other, it's wow, bro. It's weird because, you know, I want people to speak up for what they believe in and be how they want to be. I just think there's a time and a place for it, maybe. But they're saying there's no time and place for this type of topic at all, though. Like, there's time and place for other topics, but this topic is a time and place for no topic. It's just like one way. There's no back and forth. It's just one way. And anytime an argument is just one way, I honestly, that's not fair, bro. But if you say more than that, you look crazy too. But just one way. Good looking out, bro. It's a from the Hoopery. They make a lot of dope stuff. This is the only shirt I got from them. Maybe I'll get another one soon. It's them crowning LeBron. Maybe through all of this stuff, LeBron could get his 5th ring, and all will be good in Lakerland. Or no, not Lakerland, but LeBron championship land. And LeBron witnesses could be happy that LeBron got 5 rings. And Lakers are looking good right now. I don't know what the score is. Maybe somebody could fill me in. I'm going to go check it out right now. And see also. Westbrook coming into his own, coming into that role off the bench, looking like he happy with it, which is dope because nobody else has somebody off the bench who can get a triple-double. That's what, see, it's like I said before, it's like when the Patriots would add somebody dope, or even back in the day when the Lakers would add somebody dope, when I hated the Lakers, or even when the Bulls did it. They would add a superstar from somewhere else, and you'd be like, nah, he ain't going to lower himself to go play for that team, and then they do, and then they win more championships. If Westbrook did that, that's what would happen, because nobody else on the second unit for anybody's team can do what he could do for their second unit. So if Westbrook can stay playing for the second unit and happy, he was happy when old boy hit a three-pointer, they might have found the formula, and any trades don't need to be happening. Don't need to happen. Like he could give LeBron and AD rest. Oh man, what they need to make that work, bro. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy. They denied it, but I mean, because they got that 500,000 is like $5, so they didn't care. Absolutely, David. 1,000. I'm not gonna stop wearing them. Yeah, you know, it was a very big tweet, a very important tweet, a very significant tweet. And the one thing that I would just say that was just like a little blurry, or not blurry, but I guess at the end of the day, it makes sense at the same time. But I'm like, he shared something, so if he tweets something, that should match up. Like if I share something and then I tweet it to kind of cancel it, I feel like that matches. But like he shared something and now he has to make a public apology about it. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? I guess it do, but it don't, but it do, but it does, but it don't. It's just really how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, like I said, we haven't seen an athlete go through this like this, you know. Well, it's only one thing. It's a suspension right now, and it's a sneaker contract being canceled. If it becomes he's out the league, you know we're going to be right back here. And I honestly feel like that might be the next step, man. That right there sucks. I feel like, you know, this is where it's so conflicting because, you know, I rock with people who have their opinions and stick on them and stand on them, 10 toes down. That's what you got to do, especially when you. Whoo, this is deep, bro. Man, this is deep. Deeper than the deepest ocean. It's deep, bro. I know I'm missing a lot of chats. Y'all can reach out them and I'll try to catch them. Eric V, what it do over to the stream? Oh, yeah, I missed a lot. Shout out to all of y'all. GT88, what it do? Hey, that's a very true statement indeed. Very, very true statement indeed. And it's unfortunate that it's like that. You can't say nothing. You can't do nothing. Oh, down. Okay. Down 5. Okay. The Jazz. I don't know if that's a team, but they still got to work some kinks out. You know what I'm saying? One thing that's crazy is how Alex Caruso looks invisible. You crazy. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Oh man. That's very true. There's wow. Yeah, this is there's a lot of examples being made. There's a lot of things going on in this world. The main thing is just to inform yourself as much as you can to make your own conclusions, your own decisions. Stay firm in what you choose to stay firm in. We are definitely getting in some real tricky times, some very, very tricky times. We've always been in some tricky times, but now we're getting into the scary hours, and it's really about to get even more scary. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get scary for somebody who stands for something. Yeah, if you have the stand for something this in you, it's getting scary. It's gonna get scary. If you don't really stand for nothing and you kind of just wishy-washy and just do that, then it's not scary. You know, you hear the saying, "Freedom of speech ain't free." You know, one thing that he said, which wow, am I wrong for highlighting? One thing that he said in his conference that he had, the last one, is just like the one particular part, because we're not talking about the whole thing, but everybody takes segments out of stuff and dissects everything. But the one segment I would dissect is when he said about having the same energy for everything having the same energy for everything that's anti. That's strong right there, bro. Having the same energy for all things that are anti anything. You know what I'm saying? So when they're anti my skin color too, it would be love. It would be fire to see this same type of possible reaction. But man, it's crazy out here for everybody. It's crazy for everybody. It ain't no more crazier than anybody else. Like, the world is just as crazy for somebody who's not my skin tone, just for somebody who is my skin tone. Everybody's on the same playing field, and there's nothing going on in this world, because there are still people out here who will say things are okay, and that things are okay because they're not as bad as they were before, and stuff of that nature. So, it's just weird. I just thought that was interesting when he said that. If you can have the same energy for everything, anything anti, because there's been a lot of anti stuff that goes towards people that look like me, and there haven't been repercussions like this, but I guess it's just a different, it's so weird. It's just so weird, man. It's just so weird. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a lot of things that we have went through that don't get no reaction like this. It's just like, let's just give you another thing. Let's give you another thing. Let's just do another thing. You just take it. Just take it. And just, get over it. Thicker skin, Oh, they didn't mean it that way, and just forgive them. Like, when it comes to things that come to certain things aren't handled certain ways, and just like, damn, bro, that's kind of crazy and unfortunate, So when I hear people tell me things, it just be kind of, sometimes it looks at I just listen and let go in when they're out the other, and it's just like weird, bro. At the end of the day, it's an unfortunate situation. We wish we were never in this particular predicament. It is basketball. It's unfortunate that they're making basketball figures, these type of extra figures. We should just be looking at them on the court, showing their skill and their talent and their superpowers, because that's a superpower. being a professional athlete is a superpower. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's hard to do it. Not everybody can do it. And if you can do it, you will be there. So it's a superpower to be a professional athlete. It is, especially if you're at the top of the top. Kobe was a superhero. He wasn't just a regular person. Same thing with Jordan. Same thing with the LeBrons. It's just an extra thing. Yeah, they was just playing basketball. It takes a little extra than just being able to play basketball. I know it might sound wild to some of y'all who never done it at a high level or even try to do it at any level, but it's a special thing to do any of these things professionally, any of these sports. It's like your X-Men, the Avengers. You got special talents. I'll leave that alone. Steps, what it do, bro? How you doing? You find anything good out there? You find any of these out there? Probably not, because they're not going to be on the shelves anytime soon. Big shout out to everybody watching from wherever you're watching from. I really do appreciate this. Very interesting times in this predicament that we're in. You know what I mean? Boogie, man, what it do, bro? He got billions for saying it or lost billions for saying it? Say that again. Text it again. He got billions for saying it or lost billions for saying it? Please text that again. Darren Sterling did lose his team, and that was about it. He got kicked out of the league for the stuff that he said. They did reprimand him. They took away his basketball team. He still owns his real estate and all that stuff. He's still a billionaire wherever he's doing. But they did take away his team. They did take away the team for the stuff that he said. Oh, LeBron Breads, those are fire. I seen those in grade school for the first time today. I mainly seen them in men's, but now I finally see them in grade school too. He sold his team for billions. Oh, yeah, like he sold them and then left the league. Like it wasn't like he just like they took it from him and he lost that money. He sold it to the boy to the guy who owns it now or whatever. And so he didn't lose nothing. He didn't lose his billionaire status. He made more. See, in highlighting that looks wrong upon me. Does that look bad upon me by highlighting that? He could say, don't invite the niggas to the party or don't have pictures with them. And there's a lot of history of Donald Sterling for doing a lot of things when it came to athletes. That's why the Clippers always sucked. It was always because he didn't care about the people he was employing, and then the Phoenix, it's crazy. That's why I said the one part that Kyrie said in his thing, which was so weird because that whole press conference he recently had, that last one, all those guys were there and they weren't trying to hear, which is the part that sucks. Is like when you make that point that's valid, it doesn't even matter because of everything else around it that was said. It doesn't even matter. Like what Michael Rappaport, when his response, when he said what he said in his thing, and he even said some things like, so what if that's the case? Something. No, you can't just say. But he can just say, because he can just say it and it's cool. But these things are nice, and I'm really hoping that they find a way to drop them in the outlets for the low, so at least people who really just want them to wear them can get them, because they are a fire shoe, and the color combinations that they're going to come with, that they had already ready, are nice. And I'm sure the ones that they would have came with if they had any collabs lined up, which, by them having their little altercation with Kyrie a little while ago, maybe they didn't do no efforts to try to even do no collabs for this shoe. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there was not going to be any collabs already in the making with the shoe because of what he said about the Kyrie Infinity and just that whole thing. And then the whole thing that happened last season with him. And then now this, they probably halted on the idea of making any collabs. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But that part is very remiss, if that's the right word. It don't happen. If you say something wrong that offends people, when you clear up your stuff, even if there's some really true facts in there, all that stuff don't matter. That don't matter, because everything else. You can even still say, I'm so sorry for this. I'm so sorry for this and this. I'm really sorry for this and this, and be clear on all the stuff that you're sorry for that offended everybody. But if you ever say, but what about this? You still look like you're not sorry for all the stuff you said. That is wild. That's wild. I could show my remorse for everything I did and said. I really didn't mean this. I was just frustrated because of this one point that is true. Oh, you think that's true? Oh, so then this sorry didn't mean nothing then. You're not sorry. Because that, that's why people are saying now, oh, is it funny that he said sorry after the suspension? You know what I mean? Like, timing is everything, bro. And at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff, like I said, is just a distraction to cause divisiveness between the people at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, these people are not important to our individual lives. They do not make or break what we do each day. Kyrie does not make or break what I do each day. LeBron does not. They do not affect my everyday life as I walk and maneuver in my world. So it shouldn't have no extra effect or me having no emotion or us having emotions with what these people say, because they're people and they're going to say dumb shit. You can go down the block and hear somebody say more wild stuff than that, but they're nobody famous or something. So it just gets swept up on the rug or nobody pays attention to it. You know what I mean? When you do have a platform, you do have a responsibility, and you got to be really careful and iffy on the things you say. But then the thing is, the window of things you could say, it's like it was like this, and now the window of things you could say and kind of come back from it, it's like here, if you can even see a gap between my fingers, like the thing, being able to say something and try to clean it up and fix it up, the gap is so narrow. KD even had to reiterate and clean up what he said. He had a press conference today saying that he thinks it was unfortunate. He thought it was unfortunate that this happened. He thought it was unfortunate that the team let it get out. He thought it was unfortunate that all this. And because he said he thought it was unfortunate that the team let it out, he had to then go back to Twitter and say, just to be clear, I'm not for no hate speech. I don't think anything is. He had to go back and double back for him just saying he wished the organization didn't let it out. He wasn't trying to be mean. He was just saying, like, I wish we could have just kind of played basketball and like handled this behind closed doors. But he felt and knew he had to go back and reiterate it to double check and double clear it to be like, no, I didn't. Hey, just to be clear. Yeah, man. That's funny. Dizzy, don't trip. We're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way. The universe is gonna get the energy to where the energy is supposed to get to. So yourself and myself and people who like Kyrie's, the energy will get us to where we can get them. And even if it's where I find one place and I can help my other fellow Kyrie energy people get a pair too. If I can find some for everybody, I'll let y'all know. Man. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. When I go to Foot Locker tomorrow or any of those stores, when I go to Nike, I have to go to Nike tomorrow. I didn't really even want to. I got other stuff to see how I'm doing stuff, I got to go to Nike tomorrow too, not just like Foot Lockers. I have to go to Nike and see if they took them off the shelves. The Kyrie Fly Trap 6 just hit the shelves. I've seen the black and white colorway, which means more colorways are coming. Damn, bro. So no Kyrie Hybrid 3. We don't get a Kyrie Hybrid 3. For those of you guys who are Kyrie fans or not Kyrie fans, Kyrie does a hybrid of 3 silhouettes every 3 to 4 years. We got the S1 hybrid, we got the S2 hybrid, and hopefully, I thought we were gonna get one for the 6, 7, and 8, but unfortunately, I guess we're not. That's done. No more Kyrie lows. No more. Well, that's one thing. Somebody made a point earlier and said suspended, or what was the other term? Cancel or suspended or terminated. Yeah. So is there a big difference between suspended and terminated? Suspended does mean we'll reevaluate and come back to it, right? That's kind of suspended means like you don't ever really get suspended to be done, but suspended usually comes before you're done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll suspend you, and if you make it right, you're good, but if you're not, you're done. The suspension is like the prelims to either being done or not. 1,000%. I hear you, bro. For me, it's just so weird because, like, no longer available. That's a very big part. It's unfortunate because, like, I have friends throughout my life from all backgrounds, bro. I got a lot of friends growing up and who are still my friends who are, of all backgrounds, bro. And it's so weird, man. I've never, I've had no problems with, I've experienced racism from everybody, but I've dealt with a lot of friends of mine who weren't. I have friends from all backgrounds who not, but I've dealt with a lot of racism, as everybody probably has, in some shape or fashion or form, you know what I mean? But You know, I don't hold one person's racism to the whole genre. Like, you know, everybody's different. There's bad apples in every group, and that's just how you got to treat everything like that. Not everybody from that same group is gonna feel the exact same way, you know. But one thing I heard that was kind of funny was like, you know, in the wake of Kyrie's thing, I seen like on Vlad Instagram that damn, down by 10, I guess that Westbrook situation is going bye bye. um I seen I seen in the wake of Kyrie's initial statements or something like that, that Vlad TV had posted something about a rabbi calling all blacks monkeys. That was just interesting. Like, and that just goes be said, and it's just fine. That's why when I said Kyrie said the thing about keeping the same energy, it's just like, so somebody could just say that, and that's cool because it's not affecting somebody's religion, but it's that's the one part that hurts and that sucks, and that's just like not fair. And but when you say that, it's like, oh, you're trying to make it about yourself. There's a lot of people out there with crazy thought patterns, bro. And if I see inkling of that thought process, I can't be around it because I don't know. I don't ever want to snap. I don't ever want to snap. I don't ever want to like flash on somebody or flash on something because, you know, over the time, man, over this world, um, you deal with a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? Um, especially when you look like me, you deal with a lot of BS in all kinds of shapes and forms for all different type of things. So, you know, there might be a lot of stuff you what you say, what Martin Luther King say, turn the other cheek, turn the other cheek. You know, I mean, we only have two cheeks though, like on our face. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It's just so weird because you can hear somebody say these type of things, and it's just like, oh, they said that. Oh, wow, they said that, and they'll make it news and say that the person said that, but there's no repercussions. It's like, oh, such and such said this, and it's like, damn, for real. So, like, when somebody says about the same energy, it's just like about things like that. But am I wrong for pointing that out and saying that? I guess so, right? Boy, know your place, boy. That's what it come down to, bro. Oh man. R.I.P. Takeoff, man. I'm over here on Vlad's thing because I bet you they took it off. I wanted to go and show the post. He might have took it down. There was a post on Vlad Instagram that said something rabbi says all blacks are monkeys. Oh man, maybe it was wrong. See, by it not being on here no more, I can cancel for saying that. It was on Vlad's stuff. It was on Vlad's stuff. I don't know which rabbi said it, but somebody did. I was like, wow, that's interesting. But what can you do about it, bro? That is what it is. We're just in a very interesting time. And at the end of the day, everybody should just be with, you know, have utmost respect for each other, man. You know, keep your head down and grind, you know what I'm saying, to get your personal and yourself and your family in a better situation, whatever that situation is for you, whatever you deem it to be, you know. And at the end of the day, just love each other, care about each other in a sense, you know what I mean? As much as you can. Um, as much as you can. That's all you gotta do. The more positive energy around, it can kind of overtake the negative energy. I think that's what can happen. You know, things like these fire shoes used to bring the energy together. You know what I'm saying? Vlad PD indeed. Vlad PD indeed. Man, Vlad boy. I used to really like his interviews before. He used to be really dope. You know what I'm saying? He used to have some really good interviews. If you guys didn't know, the box comes in one of these using the recycled materials. You know, like you're trying to cut back on the prices and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Which I get. Um, Oh. Okay. Well, this was, see, they put up some old stuff. It's some old stuff. This report, I'll look more, but this is just one of them. This y'all ready? Y'all look real quick. Gotta look really quick because I only do it for 2 seconds. Gotta do it for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. What did that say? Cost black people what? Okay, I'll just leave that alone. Okay. All right. I just know I've seen it somewhere, but there was an even recent post. This is an older one. But I'm just like, whatever, bro. What can I say about it? I mean, it happened, but it's just words, it's just words. It's not like, nothing, personal. Maybe he was just talking about like, some people he dealt with or something, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, that could be done and it's just cool. But yeah, man, down by 10. What's the score now? Cool, let me know. These right here are looking sleek. I would see, like when I get them, or if I'm able to get a pair in the adult sizes, I'm gonna put some red laces in here. That red lace will really make these things pop. Black laces would be cool, but that would just be kind of dull. Red laces would definitely be popping on this colorway right here, though. Dizzy, would you lace swap them or keep them with the white laces? Anybody, would y'all put the red laces or keep them with white? Do I got some red laces right now? I'll throw some red laces in these bitches right now. Do I got some red laces available? I gotta think about a box. I only want to pick up one box. I don't want to pick up 15 boxes and have to search. But if I got one box here, we got reviews coming for these. Shout out to the Gil Zeros, the Laker colorway. We got a review for them coming real soon. Those are fire. Stay tuned to the Instagram and my YouTube memberships, bro. YouTube membership is popping. I got a lot of things for giveaways on there too. Instagram giveaway is gonna be done tomorrow because I was a little bit busy tonight. Every week on Instagram, I do giveaways. First, second, and third place winner. My first giveaway was last week. Gave away the Panda Dunks, some Jordan tees, and some fitted hats. Yeah, man, I was trying to catch. I have so many boxes with other shoes in them. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna put some red laces in these now just to see what they're talking about. I think I got some red laces that will work. Who will be asking me about if I have any Kobe's? It's the only Kobe I have in my collection. RP to a GOAT, bro. These are clean right here, bro. Panda. Yes, indeed, Slap Talk. Nike Dunk Panda size 12. What's up to Craig? Shout out to Craig, one of our Australia supporters of the channel. Then we gave away some tees and a fitted hat. Mr. No Fly Zone, your tees on the way. And the hats are too. Like I said, tomorrow on Instagram, I'll do another giveaway. It's only for the subscribers, so that's why you won't see it on my Instagram. Like I go live only for subscribers. So if you want to get involved with that, go ahead. Also, like, okay, so we talking about a lot, but like, so I'm doing giveaways on Instagram, which will get even better. And then YouTube, we're getting to that too, right? So follow No Chill Gil because he's going to actually do some really good giveaways there. And some of my stuff will piggyback off of his giveaways because I got a lot of good stuff to do and he got a lot of great shit. His shit going to be amazing. I'm trying to get mine at least even better. But we got a lot to give away. We got a few things, bro. So just stay tuned. Follow, support if you're into it. Instagram subscription or membership on YouTube. And I'll get the memberships going. I'll get the Instagram. Slow down. I'll get the YouTube giveaways starting up in December, but Instagrams are starting already for November. So either way. Yeah, only for my members, if I didn't say that correctly. Only for members on YouTube or Instagram. But right now, last week, and the one that's going to happen tomorrow is for the Instagram subscription. And then I'm going to start YouTube membership giveaways in December in time for Christmas and stuff. A lot of giveaways, a lot of good stuff. So just, join up, follow, pay attention to the videos, all that good stuff. Let me see if I have some red laces that fit. So I have some laces, but like these red laces are not the right red laces though. It's like not even the same red. I mean, it might be, but it's not the same style of laces though. It's gonna look much different, so that's not right. I thought I had some red laces right here, man. I got some black laces, but even these are different. They gave us better laces with the Kyrie, better laces than the previous one because the laces on the Kyrie Low 5 were like really basic laces. Yeah, these laces are too thick. I thought I had a red lace that would fit in there. Well, what I did say earlier about the comparison of the Kyries is you guys see that midsole felt like it was very similar to this one. How could I do that? How could I do that? Like that. Yeah. Very similar, in my opinion. I mean, there's a little bit more going on when it comes to the 8, but that's what's supposed to happen when you improve on a shoe. You feel me? Overall, hard to tell a grade school to a men's pair, but yeah, I think that's the only similarities is that midsole. I thought that midsole on the Kyrie 8 was pretty much the same as what we had on the Kyrie 1. So that's why I wasn't really tripping. It did look a little funny, but by them adding a little bit more English to the outsole, to the midsole, doesn't make it look so basic. You know what I'm saying? These black laces are actually too big. Like these are like some thicker laces, so I probably won't even really fit through the hole with palms. Actually, it might. But I want the red laces, man. I thought I had some red laces laying around here. I probably do, but I'm not about to search through everything because, like, shit, I will be searching for forever. You know what I'm saying? Take out this box, take out that box, see what's on that box. Hey, Slap Talk, we trying to get more into the lace swaps even more. I'm looking into some lacing companies out there, so we trying to get that going, man. I like doing lace swaps. I want to do lace swaps with like all my sneakers. I do. A lot of my sneakers do not have the original laces. I take laces from one into the other. On Instagram, I'm only up to 6. I'm only up to 6 on Instagram. So that's the one thing about the membership. Like on subscription on Instagram, it's only 6 players. So 6 people had a chance to win the dunk, and it was a 1 in 6 chance. And I'm gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then Instagram or YouTube, it's like 2 memberships. I have a membership for the subscription for pickups, and that kind of goes from YouTube to Discord, so that's like different. But for like regular members, that's like $9.99 and below. I think I only have like 3 or 4 on YouTube. So get them up on YouTube, so be ready for the Christmas stuff, or go ahead and join on Instagram for what's going on right now. And then if you want to get down with membership pickups, like for retail pickups, that's a whole different thing. That's through my Discord. And I've changed up so many things there. The price went up differently. So it's a little bit different there than what it used to be. Well, we're still doing that well, but I had to like do some things to make it make more sense for me in a sense and kind of like chill out. So shout out to everybody who is still a member because you guys are really important. I rock with you guys. You guys see the value. You guys pay $75 a month, understanding that what I do is a great thing. So I had to up it and switch it around to make it make sense for me and them. And if you couldn't rock with it, I totally get it. And if you could, I got you. And then there's been people out there who needed help with sneakers who weren't members, and then I have a fee that I do for that. So I can still help you get some pickups if you don't want to do the monthly thing, but it's definitely a fee per transaction. But you got to DM me, and we can talk about that there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. So that's what we doing, man. That's what we doing. Just out here trying to grind. Very interesting day. It was kind of like it's been an interesting week the last few days in the hip hop community and just in general. And the battle rap culture. I don't know if anybody here watches battle rap. I talk about that all the time. I don't know if anybody does. But like this weekend, I found out that battle rap is WWE, and that is crazy. Where were you at the first time you found out wrestling was fake, and how did you feel? Or were you a kid that always knew wrestling was fake? and yeah, I just found out like over the last 2 days that battle rap for a little while, I guess it's since the caffeine era, has been fake. And that's kind of unfortunate. Guys are over there rehearsing their bars that they're going to say to each other. Battle rap is fake too. I didn't know that. It's been a very tricky week this last couple weeks. R.I.P. Scott Hall for sure. R.I.P. Randy Savage. Oh yeah, Macho Man was one of them guys, bro. For real. For real, for real. In the glory, we're trying to figure that out, man. I was asking that question earlier. Do you guys think that in the chat? Do you guys feel like Kyrie's will be high, or will they just be dirt cheap and just left to like nobody care about them? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. It's just interesting. It's interesting to see how that would happen, man. See if this works. I put a little poll in the chat. Does it pop up? In the chat, if there's a poll that pops up, answer the poll. Let me know what y'all think. Will Kyrie's have value? Yes or no? Most people, 75% of the people are saying no right now. And I can see that too. And the thing is, they're not the fact that they haven't released any of the collabs that would normally have the value, nothing like none of these will. And then, like, for example, like the Kyrie 6s and 5s, and oh, you don't really see no 5s around. But like the Kyrie 6s, you know, does Nike take them off of their shelves? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is Nike gonna take those off? I gotta roll another one. This one had actually like some sativa and or some hybrid. I can't do hybrids, bro. Any inkling of hybrid is just a no. Can't do that. Can't do that at all. Battle rap cap, man, that sucks because it used to be real. Now it's not. And it definitely depends on the colorway. This was definitely one of those colorways. I don't know what the significance is with the wolf. With that wolf right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. Kyrie right there. No hybrid because, I mean, if they're going to end the conversation with the Kyries now, there's no way they're going to bring a Kyrie hybrid unless they drop it and don't. Oh, man, if they drop the Kyrie hybrid with no Kyrie Brennan, that would be so weird. Kyrie hybrids, 1, 2, and 3, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, bro. The Kyrie S3 hybrid would have been fire. I would think. I mean, who knows how they would execute it, but I would hope that it would be good. Hey, man, I used to be able to, but then that sativa, man, something about the sativa stuff just wasn't the business like that for your boy. So I had to fall back, man. Sativa gang in the bill. Okay. I mean, I respect the ones who can do that because, you know, I hear a lot of things about sativa in a positive light. Like, you know, sativas, you know, you can do sativa and like work. Some people say sativa helps them like focus more and shit, you know. That's dope. It gives you energy. Like indicas never really, I don't feel that indicas make me like draggy and sleepy because I'm just used to smoking the indicas. You know what I'm saying? My five trap 6, very interesting. Shit, did I see it in person? No, wait. I'm trying to think. I saw. Oh man, I should have did that shit. Fuck. Today at this local finish line by me, they have the Kyrie 5 trap 6 in black and white. But I'm thinking in my brain, I could have swore one of these days I seen. I don't think I saw it in person because I would have probably grabbed it. I feel like I seen that second colorway that dropped for the Kyrie 6. Kyrie 6 logos. I mean, I don't think we got it. We didn't get it. We didn't get a Kyrie 6 low. Yeah. Oh, Kyrie low 6. Yeah, that's done, bro. The Kyrie low 5 is it. That was a nice one. The Kyrie low 5 is dope too. That's actually the number 5 shoe worn in the league right now. The Kyrie low 5. Let me go to that post so y'all can see that. Oh yeah, actually, real quick, let me see. Hold up. Let's see if hold up. Let's see if this place can do something real quick. Where's the search? Let's go to men's basketball on the Shoe Palace website. They got dunks on Shoe Pal's website? Oh, it's all sold. Okay. I'm about to say, like, wait, how? I mean, why is it still even there? But I guess it's sold out, so whatever. Any Kyrie's over here? Any Kyrie's over here? No Kyrie's. They got a search bar. Let's see. This is Shoe Palace, so it's not the other store, but let's see. Okay, they got Kyrie's there. Oh, they got the 8. Oh. Yeah, that's one thing that's crazy. I thought that was weird. The grade school is 120. Huh? What? I am surprised about that. 120 for the grade school. I got some sizes left. Wow. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that though. Like 120 for grade school. But I guess I believe so. I believe so. Always that size 4. I'm about to look at something else. I forgot what it was though. But yeah, at least they still have it up. I forgot what I was about to say. They are, man. That's a nice colorway, bro. It's a nice colorway. Nice colorway right here. They was definitely, coming with the right colorway for the Kyries. Yep. Now the statement Kuz made is very a true statement. You can't really do anything on this site. Trying to find some stuff. Definitely not. Definitely not. When you see any of those guys on YouTube with their botting vlogs, they mostly all of them mention Shoe Palace. Oh, really? Let me see. See, yeah, that's the thing. I think by Monday morning, everything will kind of like, well, will the dust settle by Monday morning? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm about to say by Monday morning, we'll see which websites still have them up and which ones don't. You know what I'm saying? This stuff just came out hours ago. That's why when I seen that, I ran to the store first. I'm like, let me go just to get this thing in hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the fly trap I saw, the Kyrie Fly Trap 5 that I thought was pretty interesting. Oh, they got TV colorways. Look at this one. Oh, that's grade school though. Yeah, see, I need to see these in person. I want to see this one. That's grade school only though, but it still looks nice. Nobody does it like his shoes, bro. Nobody gets this treatment, bro. LeBron's might now with these 20s, but nobody does what he do with the sneakers, my dude, when it comes to basketball sneakers, bro. This shit looks dope. But not dope enough to get over the stuff, Damn, man. This is unfortunate, bro. All the way around the board. So they're gonna sell this and take that off? Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. I'm telling you, the colorway is fire. This thing right here is not bad at all. And this is just on a fly trap. Imagine what this thing would have looked like with that color pattern. That's my thing. Is this the conversation of like, damn, we're never gonna see that, or is it still a chance? Like, is he, like, is it still like suspended, not terminated? Those words matter. Those words matter. Suspension and termination is depth. Even though suspension usually leads to termination, it's still an important word. Oh, wait, I thought they had another color up here. There's another colorway on the Fly Trap 5 that looks pretty crazy, and it's not here. I thought it was. Yeah, this one. Different. Nobody's shoes do this. I'm sorry, bro. It's back to, yeah, they didn't say terminated. They didn't say that. Grace do be getting stuff, but these are men's players. But wait, are these not men's? Yeah, these are men. But yeah, like with the Kyrie's, the last silhouette, the Infinity, and this one, I guess this one, the grade school pairs came before the men's pairs. Kyrie are hard too. Yeah, very, very nice shoes. Very nice shoes. Very, very nice shoes. Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's a big deal as far as like, you know, people who like sneakers and basketball sneakers, you know. It's not not a life-changing thing. For him it is, because it happened to him. He's just the example for everybody else. It's like, you know, like I said, you know, put them out there for an example for anybody else who think they want to get froggy. This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen to you, boy. You say one thing crazy like this is gonna happen to you. Don't you dare say nothing like that. Don't you fix your mouth to say nothing close to it, or that can happen to you. And imagine if somebody they're gonna do this to people that big, what they're gonna do to little old this person, little old that person. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Dominated by fear. Ah, man, it's been a very long time, bro. I know we got that, you know, the VIP that's not far from here. I remember going to Deja Vu out in LA. That one wasn't too bad. You know, it's been a minute since I've been to one. Which one do you rock with, bro? Let me know. What's the newest one? Maybe I gotta start sliding back to those. Maybe those might be some therapeutic events I could go check out. I got a couple friends who do security at a couple clubs. I just haven't been. They've been telling me to come out all the time. I just haven't been there. You know, but I've been before, but it was like a long time ago, and the experience was all right. So, you know, it sucks because them motherfuckers make you think. Yeah. I had to catch myself because, like, the time I did go, the girl was so good at talking, it made me seem like she really liked me. I had to realize, like, oh no, this motherfucker just want the bread. Like, nah, this nigga ain't, nah, she ain't really that interested, cut. That was funny, bro. She just act like she wanted to know everything about the boy. For real? Really? Oh, that like, but it wasn't even like fake. It was she just played the role so well. They're good actors. They're professional actors in them clubs, bro. It was like maybe what 2014, 2015. So it's been a minute. Yeah, they play them roles good. Like, wait, no, she don't really care. This girl with all this ass, she don't really care that much. Tell me, no, come back, don't leave, I'll be right back, and all this stuff. Like she's trying to make a special appointment for me. Nah. But it was a great time though, and me and my boy did go. We did leave with two of them, and I'll leave it at that. But the one that I was talking about, you know, I was like, wait, nah, this nigga though. That was funny, bro. Evan, bro, it's been a minute, man. Last time I done dropped some buckets. Shit. It's been a long time. It's at least been three of them things, 4 of them things. I tore my Achilles tendon and never tried again ever since then. And that was like 3-4 years ago. I only tried little training here and there, but never got out there. I did go to some places and get some shots up, but never got on a court. And one thing that's dope is that I've been talking to one of my friends I haven't talked to in the longest time, same age as me, and he been hooping still. He's still been in the adult leagues and all that stuff. So it's great to see that because you need to have somebody else around. Like most of my friends, especially around my age, they're not hooping like that. There's nobody around me who has that ambition to even do that. You know what I'm saying? Being back around Gil, I mean, you know, the energy of hooping is still there, but he's not really hooping like that. So that's not the person. But my boy Gary, he's actually playing in adult leagues and all that. And that's the energy I need to be around, my nigga. Like going to the gym and treadmills and all that stuff is cool, but like I want to get to the court. That's the most therapeutic thing I ever done in my life was play ball. You got a problem? Go hoop. You mad? Go hoop. You happy? Go hoop. You know, you think something out, get a clear brain, go hoop. Oh yeah, Eric, I hear that too. I hear Atlanta's the best place for that. Vegas is better. I mean, I hear they tax a lot out there though, right? Yeah, there's adult leagues out there with people who are hooping. It's not like, I mean, you gotta be careful of the adult league you get in because you might find yourself in an adult league with a lot of former overseas and players, and you in a real serious league. Like there are really those who really do exist. I've always just been afraid and timid because of my Achilles, and I already did one and the other, and I just can't go through that again. So like I feel like I'm gonna be going to places where I can just get a lot of shots up competitively, play some shooting competitions or something. Maybe eventually get to some half courts. I don't want to, because when you play ball, you go in, you don't think about your injuries, and that's what happens. I mean, I was more of a shooter anyway, but when I went to the basket, that's a different story. And then a lot of things for me, like I used to do a lot of jump stops, like in my game. Where people do the Euros, I use my jump stops. And I think the jump stop used to get people just like the Euros did. I'm not even gonna lie. Jump stops used to get people like Euros did, because Euros is that when you dribble in and you do that one step, a lot of people are thinking that one step is to 1-2 and go up. So a lot of times they jump that way or they jump up that way. And you do on one, they go this way, and you go 2, and then you're up, right? So then with the jump stop, the way I pulled the jump stop, that's what I'm saying. We was killing, man. I averaged like 28 points. I mean, it was a high school, that's high school. But the jump stop is the same thing. You go into the basket, and then like you cut, like with the Euro, it's the step and then the step and then up. And then when you do that first step, they usually go for that. And then this is the step where you go for the open layup. With the jump stop, it was you bring the ball up and you jump and land on 2 feet. And usually when you went up and came down, they're going up thinking you're going up. So then when you come down from the jump stop, you can adjust to go this way, foul them, or go into them to get the foul. Like, so I used to do a lot of jump stops in the paint. So that's like a natural thing. It was like naturally part of my game. And I don't want to get back comfortable and going by somebody and then jump and stop to do my thing. And like, yeah, I got looks from Houston and Oregon State, but I didn't take care of the SAT and all that stuff. So that's why I went to Santa Monica College. But I didn't get looks until my senior year, when I really, really got like the training I needed and trained the right way, and seeing my boy really doing numbers. So I was like, man, it's possible. We from the Valley, you can get to the, wanted to go Pac-10 only. Like really, I mean, it really didn't matter where, but you wanted to try and play for Pac-10 if you could. That was like a goal. Would have been dope to go to UCLA or USC, but that never really was like in my way. But the closest I became to the Pac-10 was a couple letters from Oregon State. That was it. But yeah, man. Yeah, so I mean the tournaments that I had in my senior year and all that stuff, that turned out to be good, but yeah, it just didn't go too well after that. But it is what it is, But like I definitely said, I would love to get to some games, some hooping soon at some point. Obviously 23, because we're at the end of 22. Can't fall for what? Can't fall for what? Can't fall for what? Oh, you're one of those. They're like, man, Dizzy, come play for us. Come play with us. Come play with each on the team. Like, yeah, I'll be the practice and never show up. You was one of them talented guys that they wanted, but I knew a lot of those. I knew a few of those who had dumb, nice game, but just never could do that or wanted to do that other part, On baseball, yep. I knew a lot of people who were like that. I mean, a lot of times they didn't like the coach or this and that, what I'm saying? Or they didn't want to do the practicing, because the practicing part can be annoying too. I used to just try to find fun in practicing, what I'm saying? The fun in getting better, what I'm saying? Trying to find a way to get in there, what I'm saying? Well, okay, before I got to Santa Monica, I think for academic Santa Monica College, that's why I went there. I got recruited there for hooping too, but I also went there because they were like number 1 or number 2 in the nation in academics. So you think that, going to a school like that, it does kind of encourage more scouts to see you from a D2, especially being around UCLA and then what other ones? Or USC too, but then like San Diego and places like that. So Santa Monica was a good one to go to. I went there. I graduated from high school in 2000, so I was there 01 to 02, 03, 03, 03. But we were cool, man. They were all right. They were a little bit better before I got there. Then the year I went there, their season was kind of like my first season. With JUCOs, you only have 2 years to do your thing, and if you get there and you're not like a highly recruited player as a freshman, and they have a lot of seniors, you kind of fall behind the wayside if the coaches are trying to get their sophomores out because you have 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So the team was good, but I don't think the players like meshed. I don't think we meshed as a team really. We had some talent, but not enough talent. Looking back at it, we had some, but we had a lot of people on the team that was like drinking and stuff like that heavily, like before the games, and like it was weird. Like going to the JUCO was an eye opener, and that's was like really a reality check, and that's why we used to like look down upon players that went to JUCOs. Like coming up in middle school and high school, if you went to JUCO, it was like looked down upon because like JUCO. But people came out of JUCOs and got transferred to D1s, and that stuff right now still happens like crazy. But you never want to get caught in a bad situation. And when I went to Santa Monica, they had a great season before, like a year or two before that, and they still were like in the top of their conference. But when I got there, man, some of the players they had, it was like I didn't know what the hell I was going to. I got recruited there because they seen some games of mine, and the assistant coach that recruited me, he had coached at Georgia Tech, and when he was at Georgia Tech, he had coached Stephon Marbury, so that was like a selling point from my coach who knew that guy. And I'm like, okay, I thought that when I go there, I would have a coach that's going, we could train and like, but nah, man, it was a rude awakening, bro. And it's like, it was just cool. It wasn't the best. It was a cool situation that you make the best of it. And then I tried what I could do, and then it didn't work out for me my second year, so I left. And then it just never really kind of came back for me there. And then my boy made it, and he's like, I got you. Don't do nothing. Like, whatever you need, like, whatever. So then it really didn't become a priority no more. You know what I'm saying? They already did. Shout out to Grizz on Grind. What it do? I'm assuming they're going to do that. They haven't done it fully yet. But as I was speaking earlier, I went to a store, and one of the managers was telling me she had just got a manifest from that morning, and they had 5 colorways or 5 different Kyries that were supposed to be sent to the store yesterday today or tomorrow. It's already on the way. So they have some stocks on the way. Now, I don't know if Nike's going to go further and tell people to take them off the shelves. They did say that they're not going to release the Kyrie 8. They're going to hold off or not launch the Kyrie 8. So it's interesting to see, Grizz. That's the question. I'm wondering what they're going to do with the stuff that's in transit. Are they just going to say don't put them on the shelves, hold them in the back for a little bit? Are they going to say send them back to Nike? What's the deal? I will be going by there tomorrow to see what's up, though. And, I'm going to see what I could do. Hopefully, maybe get some stuff on camera, or I don't know. It remains to be seen. This uses the React foam and the Strobel, though. This is a very comfortable shoe. A lot of cushion in here. A lot of cushion. It gives way pretty good, man. Unfortunate. Very dope colorway. That's one thing I want to know from people in the chat. If you guys feel like these things will be gone, like will they not drop at all? Will they only be dropped at the Nike outlets because Nike's trying to do more to consumer anyway at a discounted price? Will they go to the TJ Maxx's and Marshalls and Ross's, the discounted stores? We're all curious to see how this actually turns out. Like I said, the wording is very important. The wording matters, and the wording is suspended, not terminated. It wasn't suspended indefinitely. It was just terminated. Both the NBA and Kyrie gave him warnings. Okay, I'm gonna try to rephrase this for my own personal. I'm just gonna take it as Nike is doing what the league did. Nike or the league suspended him for 5 games, at least 5 games. Like it's like we're gonna suspend him for 5 games and revisit this and see what's up. So hopefully Nike stands suspended. Maybe they're suspended for a little bit to see what happens and see what the final decision is. If it gets to the point where Adam is like, yo, Kyrie's done with the league. He didn't meet our requirements. He's suspended. He's out the league. Damn, that'd be so crazy. That would be so crazy if they just had an announcement saying the NBA and the Brooklyn Nets have severed ties with Kyrie Irving. That is crazy, bro. I swear. That is wild. Like, granted, it's wrong for what he shared, you know, for what he shared, a post that he shared. He didn't say he agreed with it or not. He just shared the post, which is a bad post to share. I understand. But to just, man, that's a crazy thing, bro. Grizz, you already know. You already know. I mean, come on, bro. At least let your boy get 1 or 2 of these things. New shoe smell and all. I wish the box had some more to it, though. I wonder if this is just for the grade school sizes or if it's for both. But you can kind of already see, right? If you look at this box is easy for them to do what they said they're going to do with the Yeezys with the Kyries, just off the box. They can easily make this box and just take this font off right here and be like, boom. If they were to sell Kyrie's without Kyrie's information on it, they could simply just make these boxes and take this off. Boom. And then on the shoe, which the only significance to Kyrie is the tongue tag and the Roman numerals, right? But the thing is, okay. Oh, right here. They got Kyrie branding right here. So they would have to take that off. And then the tongue tag. The Roman numerals, it is significant to him, but they're just numbers. You know what I'm saying? I wonder, bro. I wonder. Very interesting to see how it works. Yeah, I mean, because he's always, you know, you got Kyrie, you got Shaq, and you got Barkley calling my dude idiot. And one thing that's funny, because some people made the point, like I'm sure you guys have all seen those things where they show you, it's like a meme or like a thing on Instagram or something where you see like they'll put a clip of a bunch of news stations together talking about one topic and all the news stations say the same thing, same words. I thought it was kind of weird that Charles said what he said and then used idiot, and then Shaq said his things and used idiot. I know it's a word. They could have just both wanted to use that word because it would make sense, you know. Maybe somebody told them, make sure you call him an idiot. I don't know. It's just interesting because Kenny Smith didn't call him an idiot, though. Kenny Smith almost was trying to, like, you know, and they was like, no. Like, he was trying to be like almost a mediator. They all play a role on that stage. You know what I'm saying? Favorite university of all time. That's hard, bro. It's easy, but it's hard because it's a lot of great universities, especially like when you talk about for basketball. My heart would say UCLA because just the tradition of UCLA, living out here in LA, the blue and gold. I just like it. I used to work out at the campus. I used to go to the campus a lot. I used to go play at the men's gym where all the NBA players be playing at. I love UCLA. That's probably just because it's a home. I like UCLA much better than USC. Like I love it so much more than USC. But like it has to be Duke in Arizona. But you know, over time, I probably put Arizona over Duke. But coming up, it was the ACC and UCLA. So Duke, Wake Forest, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, even Maryland. And then UCLA. Of course, you got the Kentuckys, the Kansases. They all had great teams. Tennessee, you know, Stanford. lot of great teams, but probably UCLA, and then Duke or UCLA, Arizona, Duke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to SD. Shout out to San Diego State. I respect them. When I was out in San Diego recently, I wanted to go by the university, but I didn't have time to. I just wanted to go check it out. But shout out to San Diego, man. Ain't nothing wrong with San Diego at all. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. Because the way they talked and set it up, it sounded like almost a script. You know what I mean? An improv script. But you say that, you sound crazy. What? No. It's just so funny how there's so much excuse me. It's just funny how there's so much evidence that points to certain things, but then people can still like look at it a certain way and label you a certain thing. That's crazy. You can have evidence that proves shit, but people are so in their way and don't want to even admit that stuff. That's what's so funny, man. It's just like there's only can be one admission on one side. And I had to have this talk, like you might have this talk in relationships, the girl's always nagging about the guy changing some things to appease her. But then when he's saying things for her to change to appease him, there's friction, there's a problem. It's, this is how I am. And it's not fair. Like, can we just be fair with stuff? But if you say that, then it's like, you're not understanding. How dare you not understand and want fairness? You should understand where I'm coming from only. Damn, that's how we doing it, bro? Ain't that how we doing it? Hey, man, UCLA has some rich basketball history. Kevin Love, Westbrook, Toby Bailey, Lonzo Ball, El Banning brothers, Tyus Edney, Baron Davis, Zach LaVine. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm sure I'm not even saying some of the big dogs that I'm thinking of. Earl Watson was a big dog, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? UCLA has a rich history in sneakers. And I just seen somebody post on their Instagram that UCLA has on display their PEs. And I know where that place is, so maybe at some point I could try to go by there and scoop it up or not. I don't think I could touch anything, but maybe go by there and show it. They have their whole UCLA Jordan collab display at UCLA right now. I gotta go check that out. If you look on Instagram somewhere, it's posted up. It looks pretty dope. They got a lot of dope exclusive PEs but it said football. So I'm like, it has to be football and basketball because I've seen a lot of basketball shoes. And I did see the football jerseys. Yeah, he definitely was. Oh, yeah, Bill Walton. Can't forget about Big Bill. You definitely can't forget about Big Bill. Yeah, I mean, Kentucky, this is the thing. A lot of these schools do have a rich history in the league. And, even though I like the history of UCLA and everything, if you put an all-time team together, I don't know if UCLA team would win because they've had a lot of good players, but not like some of these other schools. You know what I mean? Kentucky has some really good. I think Kareem did play there. I think Kareem did. Lou Alcindor. He was Lou Alcindor at UCLA, I think. It's hard. You got to really go through everybody's history. But just like, you got the Lou Alcindor or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton. These guys were, got to understand, a lot of these guys were really superstar college players. Not that saying that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wasn't a superstar NBA player or Bill Walton because he won an MVP. But, like, these guys are really good in college. An all UCLA team. You can say those two guys, Bill Walton. You can say Kareem. You can say, Baron Davis, Zach LaVine, Lonzo. The all-time teams is hard, bro. The all-time teams is hard. I don't think UCLA would win that. They have a lot of great players, but they wouldn't win it. Kentucky, Duke had great college players, and the NBA players didn't really transfer over great. Grant Hill, Jason Tatum, Kyrie, Shane Battier, but he was a role player in the league, but great college player. Like Duke's college all-time team would serve a lot of all-time college teams. North Carolina's college team, all-time team, would serve a lot. Duke and North Carolina have to be at the top. Kentucky's in there because they had a lot of one and dones, but North Carolina and Duke, the players that they brung in and pushed out, and I would say slightly, like, it's kind of weird. If you're going by just their high school, just their college stuff, there's levels, kind of maybe closer with Duke and North Carolina. But if you go to like the success in the league and you go like all-time teams that made it to the league and their players, I think North Carolina is over Duke. Like the stars that came from North Carolina and went to the league did more than the stars that went from Duke to the league. That's like a fact. Whether it's championships or just stature in the league. Not many people from Duke had the same stature in the league that Vince Carter did. You could say, you could go name for name. You could be like Vince Carter. You could say Grant Hill. Then you could say Stackhouse, because he was did Stackhouse count? Who do you say for Stackhouse? You could go Rasheed Wallace. Who do you go with Rasheed Wallace? Elton Brand? You got Corey McGillis. But what did they do like in the league part though? A lot more stars came from the North Carolina compared to Duke, as far as like into the league. Jordan, James Worthy, Kenny Smith, Sam Perkins, Vince Carter, Jerry Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace. I'm missing other people. I'm definitely missing other people. And then from Duke, you got Duke, you got Christian Laettner, Jason Williams, Grant Hill, Jason Tatum, Bagley. You got a few. Interesting to see, bro. Very interesting to see. Just like a very interesting conversation tonight. Overall, your thoughts and opinions matter, and it counts a lot. I appreciate everybody's views. Your information in the chat. Some chats I got to, some chats I didn't get to. I gotta run to the kitchen really quick to get because I'm out. I don't want to be out. So hold on 1 second. One moment. Yeah, man, why not? Why not? So, man, like I said, very interesting recent days. This is some recent news. We'll see how it plays out. Tomorrow's another day. Monday will be when all the dust settles, when everything drops off. I don't think there'll be too much information on Sunday. We might get some more information tomorrow. Or maybe we'll just wait until Monday to see what happens. I'm very curious to see how this plays out, bro. I want this shoe. I'm trying to think. Is there any shoe that have a lace that goes into it, bro? Like, because these be having... It's the same thing. It's the same as that other lace. I know it's not. I might have found a lace. I found a lace, y'all, because I'll be having laces all over the place. One of them better fire Kyrie that did drop too. Was able to get these from Assistance to Draw. I'm getting these from Ross for $39 or $49. The Miami colorway, the preheat colorway. That's what I'm saying. They should just drop them at the Ross. I'll be cool with that. So we still can at least get them. Because if I wouldn't have been able to get these if I didn't live in Miami. Apparently they only dropped in Miami, but then once Nike sent it to the discount stores, they went all over the country. And I was able to find my size, bro. Of all pair. And like I said, the guy finding those retrospective gear, finding those Air Max Penny ones for $39 at Ross is crazy too, So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the lace swap here. Because these are the same type of laces. These are what I was looking for before. And let's just see what it looks like with the red laces in them. You know what I'm saying? Why not? I do lace swaps anyway, and on my pair, I would have definitely did that. Like I said, it's just unfortunate that we don't know what's up. I mean, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I think I'm gonna put on my little foil hat, but be safe at the same time. I feel like at the end of the day, this is all a distraction for division. And at the end of the day, this will get blown over in a sense of like Kyrie's gonna do what it takes to make it right. And he's just gonna be made an example out of. This is just for anybody else who thought they want to get out the side of their mouth. I feel like these are examples right now for Kanye and I feel like for Kanye and Kyrie, these are examples. You know what I'm saying? These guys feel how they feel. Maybe it's all scripted. Who knows? Who knows what it is? At the end of the day, it brings up some really important conversations that everybody needs to have, in a sense. Maybe you don't need to have it. Maybe there's somebody in your household or you don't care about it, which I think it's best to kind of stay out the loop of it. But at the same time, it might be something that faces you, especially if you look like me. It's just so much dialogue, man. It's so weird, bro. People like us, but then they don't like us. I heard something. Check this out. Damn. I heard something the other day. I'm going to share it. It's nothing bad. I'm not saying nothing about, it's not saying nothing about no religions, nothing like that. But it was just something that somebody had said about like when it comes to blacks. And I just thought it was like weird. I just want to know, like, if anybody out there, it's not too controversial. I just want to know if anybody out there has ever heard this or ever can relate to this or think anything. I just honestly want to know what you guys think about hearing this. Hopefully you guys can make out what the guy says. But I feel like it's just so profound. It was weird. I was watching a live stream yesterday from this guy named Sub-Zero on YouTube. And he plays clips from different things. And I heard somebody from like this like African preacher or something. He said something that was just so weird. I'm like, man, I just want to know. This is so weird because I be feeling like this sometimes. I really do. But then somebody will tell me like, no, it's not like that at all. And you're tripping. And it's just how people's culture is. And this and that. But like, that racist word, that racism still like really exists. Full throttle. Full throttle. Full throttle. It does. But like there'll be some people say it don't, and that's kind of weird. But like there was this one thing I heard. It's not hate speech or nothing. It's just a question that I have if anybody else feels like this or ever heard of it. It was just strange. This guy said some shit that was just like weird to me. Let me see. Hold on. I just want to know. Cause like, dude, it sounded real. Okay. All right. Oh, this is not a preacher, nothing. It's like a 15-second clip that I just want to know if y'all heard this before.
Ourselves. Black people are hated everywhere. You go to America, you go to Britain, you go to Europe, everywhere. How can we be hated all over and still be hated at home?
How is that possible? I just want to know. Because I be feeling that. We're hated everywhere. Why? But I'll leave that alone because am I tripping for saying that? When you see all these things that happen to people that look like me, it's just wow. Why do people not like us? Not everybody is a bad person. There's a bad apple in every batch of something, but like, why? And somebody will be like, no, that ain't true. But there's a lot of people who do that. Like, I walked to the store the other day. Like, this happens all the time. I walk to the store and you walking down the street and because I sometimes walk to the store. You guys see me, I go live sometime. I walk to the store, walk to the Starbucks, and you see them people clutching the purses or stepping to the side like you're going to do something to them. And you guys who know my channel know me. I got good energy. I'm just chilling, minding my own business. But you have people out there who will act like they're scared of you. Like, You about to do something crazy. And it's like, I deal with that still. But then people say that stuff don't exist and no racism and stuff like that. Because, wait, they just said somebody got... I can't even speak on that stuff. I'm not trying to be mad. I'm just over here just chopping it up, bro. Is that a reason upon us? Is it a reason that we bring upon ourselves? Because like I said, I just walk down the street and they move out my way and do this for nothing. Or the one thing I think is really funny that happens to me all the time. And then some people are gonna be like, well, yeah, it's because of... No, it's not because of that. It just happens all the time. I've always noticed every time I'm not recording or nothing, I'm just out walking in the store, walking down the street, walking wherever. If a woman passes my direction, like she sees me and she walking past me, I'm just standing there in line. 9 times out of 10, they always pull their shirt down like extra over their ass. Anybody ever? I've noticed that. I thought it was weird. It has nothing to do with how I catch my shots when I catch my shots. This happens in any form of the day, wherever I'm at. I could be in line at Uber Tuba where there's a small ass line and stuff, and it happens. It's just natural. Do they think that all black guys look at asses all the time? I mean, I think so, right? I feel you, Dizzy, all day, man. I'm trying to get this. Okay, I have videos on YouTube of how to lace the Kyrie 5. You know, a lot of people like that and they needed that information. And it's weird because I made a reel on Instagram of how to lace the Kyrie Infinity. And believe it or not, people have asked me, how do you lace the shoe? So I make the video, but a lot of the comments be like, what's the point of this video? What is this point? Who needs to learn how to lace the shoe? Believe it or not, people have asked me to make a video about lacing the shoe. So I say that to say, like, I did the Kyrie 8, and people were like, why you do that? But this Kyrie 8, it's a difficult doozy because, like, there's like a whole little, the lace is inside. This is the most difficult lace to get in and out the shoe. This lace loop right here, this first one, this is the most difficult lace to get in because it's like at the bottom of the shoe. The last few minutes, I've been just trying to find out how to get this in here. Could be true. Could be true. Could be true. Wow, that probably get me in trouble. It's so weird. Like I remember when I was like in like junior high school, we used to always hoop at the park, and we used to one way that we improved, like try to improve our game, was by playing against adults. You know, being in like 11th, 7th, 8th grade. Playing against grown men, you know, that was like how you get your skill better, get toughness and all that type of stuff, right? And I remember, I can't even really share that story. I really can't even share that story. I'll just say because I was like ignorant, and I was ignorant, so I didn't know. I still don't know, so I just leave it alone. And Dizzy, I feel like you might have read a lot, so you probably would know in general. But there was like this guy who was like a loudmouth at the park. His name was Josh. Remember him well. We called him Detroit because he's actually from Detroit, but he lived out in California. And he was just over there. He just always used to play at the park. And one day he was hooping at the park and we were all playing. And after we played our games, we always like hung out a little bit at the gym, talking trash, clowning each other, joking. And I remember one day, like he used to always, it's a black guy named Josh. He was like a little bit lighter than me, like probably my complexion, just older, right? And one day after we were hooping, like it was ignorant me. Like I was a little kid, I didn't know, 11, 12. Josh used to wear this chain. Josh used to wear the chain that I saw. Like, I used to see, like, I have like my Jewish friends and their parents, like they would have like a chain with I don't know if it was a star or whatever. It was a star. It was a chain that had a symbol on it that represented like that culture, like being like he was Jewish, right? But he was black. So when I was younger, like I said, like junior high school, we were clowning. Everybody was clowning about something. I remember being young, like, and this nigga here, Stu, what the fuck you got that channel for? You're not Jewish. You know what he told me? Whew. And what he went into spill and all this type of stuff. And I was young, so I just let it go. Like, oh, whatever. This nigga stupid. This nigga over here got this on. He's stupid. He think he's Jewish or something. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That was a funny day that there, boy. I tell you. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And like I said, I was like a kid, so I didn't know no better. And he gave me his whole definition and broke it down. And I just thought that was weird. That was when I was in the 7th, 8th grade. Dude as dark as me saying he's that. I just thought that was weird. And like I said, at that time, I really didn't know. So I just clowned it and just left it alone. I just thought that was funny as shit. Hey, did Philly win the is the baseball thing over with yet? This is really hard to lace up, bro. Oh man, this is difficult. This is a difficult lace up right here. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not lying. This is hard to do. Cause it's like, wow. They really made this I'm not even lying. Like getting this little piece in here. Because I was trying to go the other way, but you can't do that. So you can only lace up if you go this direction. Who's they? You talking about like who's they? I can't say what you're talking about. Who you talking about? Who's they been around? I don't know who's been around. Oh, my bad. Dead air too. Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. Thank you. Jordan 1 Lost and Founds are a very dope shoe. The more I see it, the more I like it. 500,000 pair made. I feel like people will still be on them. I feel like this won't be easy to get, even though there's more made. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a fire looking shoe though. Materials on them is crazy. Look like some good materials. I really wasn't a fan at first of like the sail background or the sail colorway on it. But I think the sail really adds to the shoe. I really think it adds to the shoe. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. And like, yeah, he was this older dude. Like I said, I was like 12, 13, and he was like in his 30s, late 30s or 40s. And yeah, I remember just having that discussion before and just never thinking nothing of it. And just thought he was funny for you saying that. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody I know that wears that is not you. You know what I'm saying? You know? And he went into the whole, check this out, you need to read this. I understand reading this, like, you know. And as me, I was like, whatever, you know, like whatever. I just left it alone. But I just thought that was weird because coming back to now, oh yeah, this shoe is difficult. I'm gonna have to do a how to lace this shoe if it comes out. This thing is a little tricky. It's not just a simple lace up. They tried a different lacing system with this shoe. That's not bad. Not really a fan of those voodoo Zions. I like how they did the materials and try to be different. I'm just not really feeling them I'm not really feeling the look. The look is cool. It's different, but I'm not really on it like that. And plus, I can't stand the name, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want no shoe that got nothing to do with voodoo. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna encourage that and put that on my foot, on my shoe. Yeah, this is a little difficult little thing right here. Because you got like lace. You got this lace right here, like that's outside. And then you have one that's inside, like behind. Yeah, this is a little difficult right here. Early in the game. And then they talk about those not Enoch. What's the other thing they say? What's the other one? I can't say these names. What am I talking about? I can't say these names of these other. Damn, they lost, Steph. They lost. Come on, man. What the hell happened, bro? What the hell happened? Who did they play? The J lost to the Jazzers? Let me see. The Clippers. Oh, the Clippers won today. Okay. Brooklyn beat Washington. Oh, damn, that's not good. Brooklyn beat Washington 128-86. That's not good. You know why that's not good? Oh, Lakers got blown out. Brooklyn winning. If they win games without Kyrie, bro, that's good. That's just gonna continue to damn. if they keep winning without Kyrie, if they win without Kyrie, that's gonna look bad. They're gonna be like, they don't need him anyway. That's what's gonna come to next. They're gonna say that. Yeah, my internet's trying to trip a little bit. Carry on, load up, man. We're trying to see what the stats was. They lost by 15 though. Kelly Olynyk is out here hooping, 18 points. Jordan Clarkson with 20. Michael Conley with 15. I know they were trying to pick up Michael Conley too. They didn't even have nobody, bro. Colin Sexton plays for the Jazz now. Oh yeah, he came over with that trade for Donovan Mitchell. He had 17 off the bench. That's the difference. What happened with Westbrook? Wait, are y'all seeing this for me? Damn, y'all not seeing this for me. We got the Kyrie 8 right here. I'm about to do the lace swap to finish it off. My bad. I'm over here getting sidetracked. Heard about these stats real quick. LeBron didn't score 20 points. He's still sick. 17, 10, and 8. AD with 22 and 8. Lonnie Walker with 19. Troy Brown with 12. Westbrook with 26 off the bench. What happened? 6 dimes. He needed to get like 8 to 10 dimes. What the hell happened? Matt Ryan, 1 3-pointer. You got to make more than 1 3-pointer, bro. You're a 3-point shooter. Westbrook made 3 3-pointers? Westbrook is thriving in this position right now. What was the problem? Patrick Beverly's 5 points. Pat Beverly, he can help a lot. And his help does a lot more than the stats. I get it. He made 1 3, took 1 3. But like he needs to be getting steals. He was only a 2. It wasn't even a plus or minus. He was just a 2, his game rating. Wow. Jazz scored 130 points, man. Oh, man. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? I feel you, bro. It's just interesting how this stuff is right now. And you just got to be careful on whatever you say, no matter what you say. Damn, this is kind of crazy, I'm not even going to lie. Okay, so then this is you definitely need a how-to on this Kyrie 8. If you're able to get a pair, very high-scoring game, though. It's good to see that Lakers can get up that high scoring. I mean, 115, you know what I mean? Good question. Kyrie 4 or Kyrie Infinity? I would easily go with the 4. The 4 is definitely, I think, has to take the cake as my favorite Kyrie silhouette. I think it goes 4, 5, 6. No. 4, 1, 6, I think. 4, 1, 6. Yo, this is confusing. This lace situation for the Kyrie 8 is definitely confusing, bro. And I'll have a video to show y'all exactly why this is confusing because, like, oh no, yeah, this is different. What the fuck is this, bro? You gotta, like, yeah, this is different. Unless this piece is missing or something. You go under that. What? Yo, y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta see this. Because this lacing option, this lacing system is crazy. I'm over here trying to make it make sense. I mean, right now it's looking like it is, but when you're lacing it up, it's kind of almost it's a little different because it's not all eyelids, it's like a bunch of other stuff. What up with you? Bye. Damn it. Nigga called me too drunk. Now I gotta go pick somebody up. This lacing is weird. But here you go with the red laces. This is an adult size lacing on a grade school shoe, so that makes sense. Why it looks so big, so crazy. But let me see if I can clean this up real quick. Oh man. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, but the 4 is probably it has to be my favorite silhouette. Yeah, I mean, if you can get these, get them. If you're able to, it might be a good shoe to try. But I mean, the 4s are great. A lot of people are liking GT2 cut low also. You know what I'm saying? Really depends. Really depends. Shoot. Current favorites, I have there was always 3 people I like to watch in the league, and that was LeBron, Kyrie, and James. So Kyrie not playing and James not playing because he's hurt. Only one left is LeBron. Yeah, you never seen the League of BBLs? It's called the basketball, Big Booty Basketball League or something like that. You never seen that before? Has anybody seen that before? Has anybody seen that before? Oh man. Has anybody seen that? Maybe we could do some reactions to the basketball league. That basketball league is pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? You never seen that before? Oh, you never seen it before? Oh, you don't know what you've been missing here on YouTube. Let me see what I could do because the internet be tripping sometimes. But yeah, this channel's pretty dope. It's not. I mean, everybody here over 18. It probably ain't gonna load up. Cause my internet be bugging. Yeah, it ain't gonna load up. But it's very interesting. Oh, it is gonna load up. Yeah, it's I believe it's in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how often they play the games and stuff like that. But yeah, you got girls who are in basketball uniforms, or their basketball uniforms. You know what I'm saying? And you said no basketball gets played at the games. Yeah, they be there, getting turned up. You know what I'm saying? I think this this might be a good lead to go. Watch some hoops. You know what I'm saying? Some good athletic entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They be getting buckets. They play full court basketball. I mean, I know Curry's an amazing 3-point shooter, and I know You know, for me personally, like I know there's people who've done it better, but at the end of the day, you know, the more the game goes on, of course, there's going to be more and more people. You feel me? More and more people to do more and more things. So of course, Curry is the number one 3-point shooter of all time. But my favorite shooters are number 2 and 3 now. My favorite shooters are Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. It was Reggie Miller first though. Reggie Miller because, you know, like I said, these other guys have more 3-pointers made. I honestly feel like the 3-point line, because they've been moving it up, moving it back. I feel like the 3-point line when Reggie played was a little further out than when Curry's playing now, unless they moved it back by the time Curry's playing. I'm not for certain on that. So if you guys have actual fact about that, let me know. Is because when Reggie Miller was shooting a 3, I feel like the 3-point line was at its deepest point. They did move that 3-point line. I don't know if y'all remember that. And then I think they moved it back. So I'm not sure if now we're in the same where Reggie Miller was shooting or if it's still a little closer. But Reggie Miller, Reggie Miller was my favorite 3-point shooter because at that time in that year, those era, 3-point shooting was so much more lethal because not many people was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing it coming off of screens. He was doing it like Curry and Clay kind of do that too. But like Rip Hamilton and Ray Allen was doing it like Reggie did, coming off of screens, running off a lot of screens. It's a skill in setting your guy up to run into the screen to then run around and then catch and shoot and make the shot, especially from so far out. And one thing about Reggie Miller, they used to talk about his shooting form because when he shoot, like his hands would do this. And not even lying, when I used to shoot, my hands used to do that. And that's why I was like, oh, that's Reggie Miller, man. I ain't got no, and I was a shooter. So I you know, it felt the same way. But yeah, they used to make fun of Reggie Miller's shooting form because it used to, like, his hands used to clap after he used to shoot the ball. You know what I mean? You shoot it, and his hands used to always clapping. Like they said that it was like awkward. But I would shoot like that, and the same thing. So yeah, Reggie was my dog, man. Way more different than the contact. That's what I mean. So for the skill, it took a skill to run your man into solid, good screens to then get open to then hit that 3-pointer, which was further back, and you had to do so much more running. And like, you know, they tell you now, impede the progress. Don't let the players just run to their spots. They were really doing that back then with the hand checking and just the bumping and guarding. So Reggie Miller was just so swift in setting his man. It was a game within a game, and then to hit the shot at the end is just crazy, especially back then. Now it's set up and kind of in that realm more. The screens are there. You know, it's not taken away from the game, but it was just, I felt like it was a little bit more difficult to get these things off then as opposed to now. So Reggie for me will always be respected as that guy. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Miller. Pager was a very nice 3-point shooter too, but Reggie Miller was my all-time, and then Ray Allen, because I feel like he's after Reggie. I liked him more than Rip Hamilton. A lot of 3-point shooters in the league, man, but Reggie just was that guy, bro. He talked shit too. Backed it up with a dagger from 3-point line. He did that T-Mac before T-Mac did. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Miller was that dude, bro. Wish he could have got a ring. He stayed with one team. He did that. He stayed with one team. A lot of things people talk about. He stayed with one team. He did do that. So, you know, he had opportunities to go to other teams too, but he stayed true. Yeah, Reggie Miller, not Reggie Theus. Did I say Reggie Theus? Shout out to Reggie Theus. But Reggie Miller, though. Miller time. Miller was definitely loyal. He stayed with the Indiana Pacers the whole time. He had a couple times to go join a couple teams. I think it was like Chicago one time. And I'm not sure the other one. But he had a couple opportunities to do that, and he just stayed true. You know? I wish he could have got a ring, but he just happened to be playing during the time of Jordan in the Eastern Conference. Got to the finals that one time against the Lakers, and, you know, that was Kobe and Shaq. I was rooting for the Pacers during that finals. I really was. I wasn't a Laker fan. I really wanted the Pacers to win. I wanted Reggie to get a ring. I was like, Reggie about to get a ring from shooting threes talking like what? Because there wasn't a 3-point league at that time. So, and I always say that Cheryl was better. I hear that all the time. Cheryl was better. His sister was better than him, which is crazy. I mean, she was a super, super duper baller, obviously, and it showed in the league. She went. Did she coach in WNBA or did she get? She didn't get a chance to play. I think it started after she was done playing. Yeah, I think it started after she was done playing. Yeah, this is not really a good example of buns in basketball because there's no game being played here. But they do be having some actual games. I'm gonna find some content where you see them run up and down the court real quick, and so you guys can see that they actually do be playing basketball. They actually do be playing hoops. The funny thing about it is the videos where they're actually playing basketball, nobody watches them. The videos where the girls are actually playing basketball, nobody watches. See, they got the announcer, they got the kicks on. She about to shoot some free throws, I think. They got the basketball right there. So it's legit. It's a league. It's called Buns and Basketball. I mean, as he said, not much basketball gets played in these games, though. Oh, man. Like, how'd they even come with that, man? Not much hooping, man. Yep. Because Reggie talked shit just like Jordan did. Talked shit just to Jordan, too. Got up under his skin. Jordan flashed on him. Well, what the fuck? Jordan flashed on him. But Reggie, man, Hall of Fame career by Hall of Fame standards. You know what I'm saying? He did it the right way. He didn't go join a team. And let me clarify that. I don't care about that joining team stuff. There have been super teams regardless. LeBron ain't the first. He ain't the last. They need to get off LeBron for all that superstar team hookup stuff when it's happened before, regardless if it was through the draft. It happened through trades before, too. LeBron just took things into his own hand, and they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Really? Oh, my bad. Because when you said that, I thought you was talking about this league. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Wow, bro. I thought this is what we was talking about. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This ain't happening. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen, Captain. Not at all, bro. Big shout out to everybody watching, man. We've been rocking for a long time talking about the drama and, everything around that. I keep picking this up because it's right here in front of me. I do like the shoe. I want to do a review on it, and I will. If I'm able to get a Kyrie, I feel weird. I've done a review on a grade school shoe before, on a Kyrie, for damn sure. When it came to the concept Kyrie 6, I found that grade school one and for sure reviewed that shit. Because I liked it, and it was dope, but it was only grade school, so I still was going to talk about it on the channel, and it did good. Some people watched it. I'm disappointed, man. It's sad. But like I said, I think... Or is it too late? Is it too late to apologize? It's too late. Is it that point for Kyrie, or does he still have a chance to salvage it? Because it's suspended, not terminated. And in contracts, those two words mean significantly two different things. Shout out to Rick James. I would assume they do twerk at halftime. Hold up, I'm over here letting this shit play. Oh, okay. You about to see some action. You about to see a pick and roll. This is not bad. This is actual hooping. You got pick and roll action. You got the point guard setting up the play. Watch. She got some PGs on. Got the point guard setting up the play. You got the screen that's set right there. She went around. Okay. Passed it to the teammate. Layup. Oh, missed the layup though. Oh my goodness. Got some Jordans right there. Point guard with the ball. Got the referee. I mean, the cameraman not looking at the right spot, but it's athleticism. That's not. I'm not showing anything crazy. They were hooping. One shot attempt. She didn't make the shot, but they got point guards. They running plays. They got the referees. It's an official league. It's an official league. If y'all out there in Atlanta, I think it's in Atlanta. They holding it. You know what I'm saying? You might want to check it out. It'd be packed out. Zion ones are not bad. Like I said, oh, are you talking about the Jordan 1 lows? Yeah, they're cool. They definitely got like some nice detail to them. I just don't like the name. That's why I'm not gonna rock with them. They got the little voodoo patches and stuff on them. I'm cool. Yeah. I mean, they trying. See, running. Oh, she about to shoot. Did she make it? I don't know. I don't know what this cameraman doing. I don't know what the cameraman doing. What are you recording, bro? What are you recording? What is this cameraman recording? Oh my God. Hold up. I can't show. What? Wow, bro. Wow. Yeah, but it's on YouTube if y'all want to check it out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? They've been uploading for a minute. I think they had like 200-something-K subscribers on YouTube. It's a channel, you know what I'm saying? You guys want to watch something to pass the time, that might be a good idea. Really? Yeah. That, you know? I'd be dope if they started that league in more cities, you know what I'm saying? He said, give them all to work out there, right? Uh-oh, got you reminiscing? Oh, man, that's funny, bro. The entertainment, man. So many things you could do out here for entertainment purposes, bro. It really just depends on what you're out there for, man. Newcastle Eagles. What kind of team is that? Hold on, where we at with it? Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's definitely a different league that I would definitely want to, just see what it's like. I've seen a little inklings of it. I just never really watched it because it's not really, I guess it's like an acquired taste or something. I don't know. But yeah, the BBL. Or Buns in Basketball. That's what it's called, not BBL. Buns in Basketball. Newcastle Eagles basketball. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen those jerseys. Yeah, I've seen those jerseys before. That's dope. Did Michael Beasley play in that league? I feel like a few people play in that league recently. And that's dope that they're uploading highlights to YouTube. That's how you spread the league around. Shout out to my guy Sir Stove, playing overseas too. He might be back right now, actually. Oh, slower games. Okay. I wonder how many people play. I'm sure there had to be some NBA players who came to play there though. If it's a professional league, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Had to respond to something. Very interesting, though. Very interesting. So we have to see how this turns out, man. Very interesting Friday night. Make the weekend very crazy for everybody. So many different topics for you to talk about and cover. If you're somebody out there trying to stay out the loop, they're going to find something to bring you into the loop. I'm honestly trying to just stay on a different frequency and not be involved with any of this stuff. I really am. All it does is just bring your energy down, bring your frequency down, bring your, all that down. Just brings nothing but bad. It doesn't bring anything good, bro. I want to have good energy and be on good positive shit. You feel me? I don't want things that's going to sadden me and disappoint me and make me feel not cool. I don't want to do that. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Oh yeah, that it is. The resale wave is dying. It's slowly falling down for right now. I mean, will it come back later? Maybe it will. Who knows? There's still ways for you to be profitable if you find the right niches and right things to do. Don't panic on yourself. Have faith and confidence in what you can do. But yeah, to jump into it now wouldn't be the best thing to jump into it now. But if you're in it already, like it is looking a little shaky, you might want to make some moves a little quickly. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's just definitely crazy. Things are a little further advanced than people like to let it seem, which is cool, I guess, You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting, man. Don't trip. I got some mods in here. I think I do, but if I don't, I'm gonna make some. I thought I had some mods in here. And block that nigga, because nobody will care about your sister. Whatever you said. Yeah, man. Thought I had some mods in this motherfucker, but it's been a minute. I gotta figure out how to do that. Damn, am I able to make a mod right now? I said it's too late to apologize. Big shout out to all you guys do. I appreciate all your energy, all your support, just your views and opinions. I like the conversations we be having. Everybody's awesome. Oh yeah. Shout out to Nightbot coming through in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support the channel, you can hit any one of these links that come up in the thing or the super chat if y'all care to do that. No forcing you to. But the super chats and all that stuff do help. Last donation, man, the other day, man. Shout out to Agent Zero coming through big handy with the with the bang bang. Let me see. Yeah, because some of these people here. Evan, I got you, bro. I will be definitely going live more. I actually had some live shows kind of set up. I know I'll be saying this a lot, but I actually be having some live shows. I had some live shows set up, but I had some headaches, and then I had a headache, and then no, not gonna lie, like that takeoff situation like messed me up. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I said. There's a lot of things going on with a lot of things to make your energy and frequency low. And it's happening back to back for a purpose. It was Kanye, then it was Takeoff, then it's Kyrie. They happen in threes also. It's just a lot of stuff to just distract you and not have, you know what I'm saying? If you're somebody who cares, it's something to distract you. And if you look like me, you have to kind of care right now. So, you know what I mean? It just makes your brain go crazy because you got to think, we are able to kind of know what it is and talk and how we talk. But there's some people now, because of what Kyrie say, don't like me. I can just walk into a room and they're like, if they weren't already doing that. which is still happens. You walk into a room and you know it's still, oh, there's that. And if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, then you know, and that stuff is not existent. It is very still existent. I just seen a TikTok the other day that was talking about a couple cities around me. And they said that these cities are what they call, what's the word? A sundown town. In 2022, the A1A area has a sundown town. And as a matter of fact, what's interesting about that, like my girl is out right now at a party with her friends, and she just called me, and I might need to go pick her up because she got too drunk. Unless her homegirl gonna bring her back with her boyfriend and all this stuff, they're gonna drive. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But that's Burbank. I might have to drive there. And I just heard 2 days ago that that's a sundown town, and certain blocks in these areas. Y'all know what a sundown town is? Anybody know what that is? No fines. Oh yeah. I did find something today. We'll change the subject. I'm glad you said that. To change the subject. Get away from the sundown town. But how could there still be sundown towns in 2023 if there's no racism? But maybe there's no. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. Whatever. But what'd you call it? Yeah, man. When I went and was able to find these lovely shoes that might not be ever released. The beautiful Kyrie 8. This store actually happened to have some things on sale. I just happened to look around, and I found a really good deal. Hopefully more of these locations, I have to go check within the next few days, have them, because this is actually a super steal. I found these for the retail arbitrage today. I did do a video last night, when I found those Montclair jackets at Marshall's. That was a video that, I was surprised to find some Montclair jackets at Marshall's, but that location gets a lot of high-end stuff, and they still do. That was a Throwback Thursday video, but they still do be getting that high-end stuff. And being that a lot more things will be starting to go at Marshall's and stuff, I will be hitting that one up. But today I found these. Now, the triple black anything mostly does well when it comes to resale. You know what I'm saying? A triple black Ultra Boost, what, 21 is this? Yeah, triple black Ultra Boost 21. Retail for, I think, 200. I like this shoe too. I like it, having it in hand. The all black Boost, everything all blacked out except for the white right there, the black and white there. This is fire. Retail for, I think, what, it's either 190 or 200. I want to say it's 200. I found these on sale for $49 today. I'm mad they only have one size, but I'm going to go look around to a few more locations like this and see if I can find the other ones. That was it for today. Like, I have found a couple of things before that I showed in the last stream that I sent in. Plus, there's a video that I have that I'm going to release maybe tomorrow or the day after. I found some pretty good finds at Ross yesterday. But what I'm trying to do, what I do a lot of times, sometimes I don't because I want to get home and make the content or the live stream. I have bought some things and I sent them right off to Amazon. Like, I went from Ross, I came home and packaged up things, and then it went right to the UPS and shipped them off like that same hour. So, like, I want to do that more if it's possible. Get this stuff right out. You know what I'm saying? I do be wanting to make the extra content, but sometimes I do just want to get it right out, especially now that it is, fourth quarter, holiday season. The only thing that sucks is, Amazon got that damn 90-day return thing. But luckily for me, that hasn't really bit me in the back, bit me too bad. Knock on wood. No, not on trade block. A couple people told me about that. Not sure. Haven't done it yet. Haven't done it. How long you been subscribed, Adam? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, haven't done trade block. I heard about it. One of my friends, he does it. He's found a good amount of things on there. So I have somebody that I know personally that's tried it for themselves with no influence. They just heard about it and tried it themselves. And he's actually had a good experience on there so far. But for me, probably not, because like I said before, I don't really see myself buying too many new shoes for my personal. You know what I'm saying? Like for many reasons. You know, I come across sneakers. Sometimes I'm gifted sneakers. Sometimes I come across the sneakers I want later on for like the low, much lower than I would have paid. You know what I mean? Or, you know, recently buying a shoe and then like 2 days later it going on sale. I don't like how that feels. I don't like what I see. And then recently buying the shoe for 170 and seeing somebody else find it, even though it wasn't my size, but that means my size is available somewhere. Buying a shoe I bought for 170, bought it for $29. I don't like that. So, you know, that amongst with everything, I just don't really see myself copying any new shoes. So I don't really want to do trades because I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything I really need like that. I love shoes, but there's nothing that like I need to have. And it's funny having a good amount of shoes for a collection. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just falling victim and getting into the little glitch. Plus, also my size is unique, and it makes it a little bit more easier for me to say I don't really care because people go for my size to resell. I wear a 13, and even though reselling game has kind of been iffy and kind of been down across the board, 13s is still a size that does make money for most shoes. So people who are not even my size go for my size first, and it's so weird because at one point it wasn't even like that. People was going for all the small sizes first. Now everybody going for the 13s regardless if they wear them or not because that's what still has a resale to it a little bit more than the other ones. So it is what it is. I ain't even tripping, bro. Whatnot app is a very interesting thing there. Wow, that's crazy because I had a Whatnot set up tonight and I didn't even do it. That's the second time I did it. I had a Whatnot set up and didn't even go to it. That's crazy. It's kind of on the back burner for me. I like it and I think a lot of good things about it. But the stuff that I'm in and my niche is not the best for Whatnot, at least to get the results that I want. I'm probably gonna have to like just try it again, you know what I'm saying, and just try to stick with it a little bit more. But the items that I'm trying to get rid of and stuff, what compared to what other people are selling or whatnot, my sessions have to be a little bit more different, which I want to do. Like I'll have all the items uploaded and just stay live for a long period of time, and as people come in, just tell them to check out my store, as opposed to pulling out things. You don't want me to run this? You want me to run this? You want me to run this? I run this. I run that. I run this. What about this? Oh, they got this size. Like that shit's annoying. It's a lot. It's annoying more than anything. You know, trying to have my organized setup, and then by the end of the live stream, shit is just everywhere. I'm like, man. So I mean, the one thing is like, yeah, set up all my items and then just be live and talking about items or talking about whatever. And as people come through, tell them to check out the store. They want something me to run, I'll run it. They can buy it. There's no need for me to keep just showing stuff when everything is there listed. I've seen a couple people do it like that, and of course, like I've seen one person do it, one or two people do it. But I didn't stay long enough to see how it played off. But that's kind of what I have to do. It's different strategies because I know some people are they're doing well, but a lot of people are selling. They're doing well, but they're not making. They're making their money back, or a little less than what they paid for stuff. That's what I'm seeing, you know. But at the end of the day, some capital back is better than no capital back. It's better than just sitting there and not doing anything. So I'm not against Whatnot at all. I think it's dope, and I'm on Whatnot. I have a link in every description of my video. If you guys want a free $10 and you're not already on Whatnot, go ahead and use my link and get free $10, and I get $10. I will get back on there because I want to do it. I like it. I like the platform, but like I said, for me, my stuff would just have to be done. You know, my stuff moving is just a little different. Or you have to come more to grips with just taking losses, you know, and I don't really like doing that. But I mean, sometimes the game's a game. I remember talking to Hustler Hacks at SneakerCon, and I asked him about that, like, you know, putting things for $1 and just letting everything run. And he's like, you gotta look at the overall. He said you gotta look at like the overall cumulative. Like you might lose on some, but you win on others. That kind of balances it all out, which is true. I get it, you know. But he also has a bigger platform. He you know, when you have a bigger platform like that, it kind of makes it a little easier for you to do it because you have a lot more people there ready to go. If you got 50, 60 people in your stream, you can kind of run things up to $1 because you're gonna have a better chance than, if people want to get it, so it gets gonna run it up a little bit. But if you got 10 to 15 people in there, you put something for $1 and that shit sell for 10 and the shoe costs you 170. Like, nigga, how you gonna feel? Shit. I'm not trying to deal with that or do that, none of that. And it's gotten close to that before, and I've taken losses already. I think I've taken more losses on there than I've taken dubs, but I have gotten some dubs, but the dubs don't feel good because of the losses. If you make a dub on a shirt but take a loss on a shoe, that shit feels worse because the shoe was the main thing. Making $5 on a tee or $10 on a tee, but losing $10 on a shoe, I don't like that. I don't like that. I wouldn't like that. Hell no. Never run them there. I appreciate that, Evan. Thank you for telling me that because I definitely realized that. And I mean, I guess, like I said, thank you for saying that because it kind of reiterates my point and how I feel because I be still kind of contemplating like, man, I want to do the $1 stuff, but it's not going to work like that for me. I'll end up selling for something for too cheap. I don't like that, So it is what it is, I do have some things that were good. But maybe it's just good to me and not to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then as I watch, sometimes I watch, it can be a little, I guess, discouraging too when you do your lives and nothing happens and then you watch randoms and shit just goes off the shelf. Or you'll even see people in your stream that come through and say what's up on your stream and don't got nothing, but then they go to somebody else's and buy the store. It is what it is, bro. So that's why you just detach yourself from everything. Like, respectfully, everybody's a person and stuff, and I appreciate it, but you can't put any more stake into it because you don't know who that is behind it, the name or the camera. Especially if you don't know the person. It's worse if you know them personally. That's crazy too. A couple scenarios like that, which is so interesting. And as I think about those scenarios, sometimes they do get me a little irritated because it's just like, damn, I didn't even do nothing. Or people could be kind of funny like that, Sometimes you give people good energy too, good vibrations, and then something else that just can fuck it up, and it's like whatever. But it is what it is. Life happens. People are like that, It's like, wow. That's why I am a person that keeps to myself. Depop, I heard a lot of people talk about Depop before. I heard about that. As a default, I just randomly re-uploaded some more stuff on my Macari just to kind of do that. Of course, I got the GOAT and StockX that I do. Well, not StockX. I don't really have too many things on StockX anymore. Everything for me is on like GOAT. Excuse me. If it's not like already on the Amazon stuff, it's just like the stuff that sits here, which is the thing I'm trying to get away from. It has to be stuff that can kind of go somewhere else. I don't really want to keep it here. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn from all these different things, trial and error, different things happen in the economy and stuff like that. You just gotta, gotta play the game right. You know what I mean? Gotta adapt. So that's what we do. Kyrie H, don't know what that's gonna happen. Have a lot of inventory. Why don't you have an IG? Offer up is cool, but offer up you gotta be a little iffy with because people, get a little shaky out there, bro. You gotta be careful with the offer ups. I've had a bad experience on offer up that I spoke on before. I'm sure people, have done better or something like that. It really depends, but offer up is cool if you trust the person. You can meet up in a safe area and stuff like that. You can definitely make some money on offer up too. I'm for all those platforms. Pinterest. Is it Pinterest? Not Pinterest. It's Macari, Poshmark. That one right there. I've been off of that for the longest time because it just is all the margins there just didn't make sense. So it's always been Macari, eBay, for those type of platforms, and of course the Amazon thing. But yeah. Macari offer up is cool, but you just gotta be iffy with that, man, for sure. Are you serious? Sundown Town. But it's that just is cool to happen, right? It's cool, like, and to hear that cities around where I live is like that. That's crazy. But yet, they don't exist. It's not that big a deal. That's past. Everything is different now. Fuck out of here. Very true. Yeah, Macari, I like that. But what happened with the offer up? I had made a deal with somebody and met up with them later on than I should on the break of my job. At the time I worked graveyard. This story is stupid on my part all the way around. I shouldn't have met up with somebody that late, no matter how much of a night out I am and how much my nightlife was that. You still shouldn't do it. And then on your lunch break too. But he played it off. Dude pulled up. Yeah, long story short, so we made a deal for some Louis Vuittons that I had. My momentum had been picking up for reselling. Like, things had been selling the whole week, so I was trying to keep the momentum going. He was gonna pull up on me at my lunch break. I work graveyard, so like my lunch was like 12:30, but I worked in a place where a big parking lot, and the parking lot's there in front of this place and everything. Like, it's people there to see it. It's not like it was in a dark alley or whatever. But he pulled up. Hindsight 2020. So I guess I can't feel no way speaking on it now. But he pulled up in a car that didn't look like it had a problem. But when he pulled up, he acted like his car stalled. This nigga played all the way through. He acted like his car stalled. Hold on one second. Hold on. I can Uber to you and drive back. I've been drinking juice the whole time, y'all. So yeah. So he came over to this place, to my job. He pulled up into the parking lot, whatever. Then he acts like his car stalled. His car he turned his car off, but he acted like it stalled. This motherfucker, boy. So he acted like his car stalled. He turned it off. Then he's like trying to start, like, damn, this is crazy. This is not, I don't know. He's like, my battery be tripping or my alternator be tripping. So it be doing that sometime. And that's the thing, whatever. So then I have two shoes. He's looking at the shoes, checking them out, trying to pretend his car, still like, damn, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on. So then he gets out of his car, opens up the hood, looks at the hood, look under the hood, closes it back, gets back in, sitting there. He's like, yeah, I want the shoes. I'm trying to think of which one I want. Mind you, he has like some money in the middle console, like some hundreds sitting there, so I see he has the money for him. So I'm not tripping. Plus, it's like I said, I'm just, I come with good energy. Not everybody does. So I wasn't, So yeah, he I like the car was stalling, but then he was like trying to see what's up with the shoe. He tried one shoe on, didn't like it. He wanted to try the other shoe on. So that's how he played me. He wanted to try the shoe that he didn't want first and not try the shoe he wanted and try to take that. So he tried the first one, didn't want it. We had been talking, making a little rapport. We had made a rapport before he even came. And then when we got there, we were still having a cool conversation. He played it well. So I wasn't thinking anything. You know what I'm saying? I saw his car do that. I've seen alternator or battery problems. I've seen that before. You know what I mean? Wasn't nothing new to me. So I put one shoe back into the car. He said he didn't want that for sure, but he wanted to check out the other one. So then he tried to try the shoe on. Like, I gave him the box. He tried one shoe on. The box is in the car. Fucked up there. I should have had one. I should have had the box in my hand and he had let him have the shoe on. But he had the box in his car and the one shoe like on his foot. Right? Then he took it off. And then he's like, oh yeah, I think something. He said something about something. So he wanted to go to the back of his car, to the trunk. So then I'm over here by this trunk, and then by this time it's getting closer to the end of my lunch break. some other employees are starting to come back. So I'm like asking him, so like, what you trying to do? Did you want to get him or whatever? So maybe he sensed that I had to go back into work too. I don't know. So like I said, he went to his trunk. He went and looked in his trunk, closed his trunk. Nothing happened there. He got back in the car. Mind you, when he got back in the car, one shoe was sitting on the middle stand. I think the other shoe was like by where his foot was by the pedal, but it wasn't on because he had it on when he tried it, but then he took it off to go walk to the trunk to try to get something out of the trunk, but then went back to the car. And like I'm over here by like the back end of the car. It was like a 4-door, so I'm like by the back end of the car. And this whole time he had been trying to try his car, but it never started. But for some reason this time it started automatically. When he went back from the trunk to get into the car to sit there, this nigga he had sat down with his foot out and the door open. But then he put his foot in and he tried to turn it, and that shit kicked on. And he rolled off with the door open. And I'm like, I don't know what I was doing at the time, but like I saw him trying to start it, but he had been trying to start it. And then when it started, I'm like, oh, cool, you got it to work. And then this nigga started pulling off, but slowly, like almost like he trying to fake like he not doing it, but then he pulling off. And I'm like, yo. And as I see him doing it, I'm trying to pull on the door, and the door's locked, the back door's locked. And he pulling off, like I said, mind you, the door's still open, and he just pulls it off and pulls off calmly and just goes off and just this motherfucker. God damn it. I was a little upset at the time, but at the time I was also like, well, you know, I was up already, so I wasn't tripping, but I was like upset by that happening. And of course, he had already blocked me because I'm like, oh, you fucking bitch, and he was already blocked, so he couldn't like, it's like, dang, bro. I don't remember where old boy was from. I forget. He was what do you? I don't know what the term is for his. He was a different race. He wasn't like black, white, or Hispanic or Asian. He was like some people. I don't know if that's the proper term, but some people call him like the gypsies. That culture, you know what I'm saying? He was that. He was one of them. Like his attire and how he was acting, his whole. He was that. Heavyset guy, had a Rolex, had like a ring. He played it well. Like I said, he had the money in the middle and everything, so I wasn't tripping. But yeah, he knew I'm just gonna get this nigga. He got me. So that's why, and that was my fault though for where I met up with him and when I did it. But that still happened. And I've heard of other people having other problems. You know, I've heard of people getting robbed there. I've heard people come into meetings with their parents and getting robbed with their parents there. Like, I've heard crazy things about OfferUp. So that's why I just always said fuck OfferUp, especially after I had my situation. He might have, I don't know. I mean, he maybe not have also. I mean, the way he played it off and pulled off. I mean, I could probably so. Yeah, Betty. He played it off. You know, I don't know if he did. He could have. You know what I'm saying? This was, like I said, in like 2016, so some years back. But yeah, dude played me. It's cool. Like I said, I so many things were going cool for me at that time. Like I was upset initially that happened, and I was kind of shocked, like, what the fuck? Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna leave that alone because there's a lot of things I've seen and people. I don't want nothing to be seen no kind of way. So it's like we're gonna leave that right there. You gonna? I've seen a lot of stuff with stuff like that, and I didn't say nothing. Nah, I didn't. I was upset. You know, to be dead honest with you, like I was up in situations. Like I had made some sales before that. I was at my job. I was in a good situation at my job that night. You know, the energy and everything was cool. But at that time when that actually happened, I was like, wow. Nigga took my kindness all the way for weakness. Like, damn, that made me more mad than anything, that part. Like, because I really don't trust people. I don't rock with people like that. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of just protecting myself and not dealing with people. Because you always just want to protect yourself. I don't ever want to have to snap, bro. I just don't know how this is going to end. I really don't. There's so much pent up anger and frustration here, bro. It really is. It really, really is, man. And I just don't want it to snap in the wrong place because I like the color orange, but I don't want to wear orange the rest of my life. And that's facts. I'm not trying to wear orange or stripes the rest of my life, bro, because of something I did one night. You know what I mean? And I don't care who thinks what. That's 1,000% fact, nigga. You think this niceness, it comes from a different type of energy. Like, it's really me. I have to turn that negative stuff into positive and give out positive to give back positive, because dealing with people in the world is nothing but negative, and people try and get over it and jank and just act funny. And you live in Hollywood where everybody thinks there's somebody and they're really nobody's, and everybody wants to be cool and then you're not cool, and then people get jealous, and I'm not cool with jealous. And it's a headache out here. It's a really beautiful place to be, but the people here, a lot of them are full of shit. You know what I mean? They weren't dead stock shoes, but they were lightly worn. They were Louis Vuitton red bottoms, though. Me and the red bottoms. You know, I had a few and stuff in the time, so but yeah, that's why he was like, "Oh, these red bottoms, I'm about to get." You know what I mean? They had some stains on them that were kind of hard to get out, but I mean, where the stains at was like the midsole. You know what I mean? But yeah, they weren't dead stock, but they were. It's weird. It was like a dead stock dirty shoe, if you want to say. Full fuckery, of course, bro. And it got over. So, like, I did a few more deals after that. For some other things and a couple shoes. But when I did the shoes, I've been up at the mall. One thing I was weary, but I had to meet up with somebody and have them come over to my house for something else that I sold after that time. And I was definitely iffy about it, but it worked out and it was all safe because it was some speakers that I had. And they were like big speakers, like car radio speakers. Oh, because I had a car that had like 17s in it. Yeah. I had a Firebird, like a T-Bird Firebird, like a red car. I had like 215s and amps and all that shit. And I had took it out the car, I think, because I was switching it over to my Honda or something. But I took them out and I was selling them. I ended up wanting to sell them, and I sold them on offer up. And then they had to come to the house because the shit was like big and heavy. So they had two randoms come into my crib. But I was on point. It was all good. Everything happened well. But you just never know who you're dealing with, bro. No matter how cool people act or seem, you just don't know who's doing what. And I've had one incident, and that was the one incident. All it takes is one incident. I mean, I'm recounting it after, like, re-talking about it after it happening so long ago. But there is a video on my channel, on Bossco Mitchell, whatever you watch it from, on Bossco Mitchell. There is a video saying I got the time I got robbed or how I got robbed. There's a video on my channel still talking about it, and I'm sure I probably have more details in that video because it was like the next day or something from it. And me trying to spin everything because, like I said, I was already in like I was in a good spiritual, good mood. I'm like, well, shit, if I'll make some content. Maybe this video do well. This is a long time ago. So I'm like, maybe this could be a video to help my channel do well, like blow up or something. No, it didn't. Nobody cared. But I thought, hey, I see other people talk about how they got scammed and all this stuff. I think at the time, because you're always thinking about content and stuff. I think at the time, Kais had a video saying he got scammed for some flu games, and I think around that time is when I had got robbed. So I saw that he had got a lot of views for talking about how he took a loss. I'm like, well, maybe if I talk about maybe me taking this loss, I'll get some views too. But no, it didn't happen like that. Yeah, no real first. Ice Cold, what it do, my guy? How you doing? Interesting times. Got the red laces in here. I don't know if that really pops off the same like the white laces do. I don't know. Gotta get some maybe better lighting. But we just chopping it up. Was talking about what happened with the boy. Obviously, getting suspended from Nike right now and not dropping the Kyrie 8. But I was able to find at least the grade school pair, so we can at least look at one now in person. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Absolutely. And at the time I thought, you know, because that was when I was really young in the YouTube world. So 2016, that was the same year I started. So yeah, I thought that, that was the same year I started. So I thought that if you, they did it, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I didn't do that on purpose, but I saw it. I said, I like to, I try to find a positive out of everything. So I'm like, well, shit. I saw they did it, so maybe that worked for me, but nah, didn't do nothing. Especially at that time. I don't remember how many subscribers I had, but had something, but yeah, no, I didn't do nothing. Had the sad face and everything. I mean, I was disappointed, but you gotta do the thumbnail like, oh man, I got robbed. Whatever the thumbnail was, didn't work. Yeah, that's that YouTube, man. You never know what can take off and what can't. My recent videos that have taken off like crazy, I didn't understand it, but I'm glad they did. The LeBron Liverpool, reverse Liverpool at like 61K right now. Shout out to anybody who watched that video. I had no idea. I don't know how that. Maybe because it's about Liverpool and LeBron. I don't know. That did well. Some of the Throwback Thursday videos, shout out to y'all for watching those too. Shout out to all the algorithms for things that work. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did? Very dope, bro. Congratulations. I know that's something that a lot of people was going after today. And I was seeing somebody earlier in the chat, like very much earlier. I don't know if they're still here because I forgot who said it. Forgive me if you are here, mentioning that no, that was in my Discord actually. Somebody in my Discord mentioned how a lot of people's orders got canceled. I don't know why. But shout out to I'm assuming that didn't happen with you. So that's dope that you got yours through. Some people's stuff got canceled. I'm wondering if it was Nike knowing that these guys are resellers, because now Nike's doing that, trying to crack down. They said that they cancel people who try to order pandas because they order too many pandas. Like they're really trying to crack down. And I'm curious to see how they actually find this stuff out. I'd be getting that comment in my my comment section on Instagram more than my comments on YouTube. But a collection video just takes a long time. I've done them in the past. It's been a long time, and I've had a lot of different changes since the last time I did it, which makes sense to do it, but it takes a long ass time, bro. And I don't know if I feel like if I had the energy for that yet. Maybe at some point I will. Very dope, man. I'm glad we can help. Seeing what's in the store so you ain't got to make the way over there. Definitely, man. Still good to hear Ice Cold. I'm wondering why that happened to people. I'm assuming it might be some of them recent, but how are they able to tell what's a reseller account and what's not? That's the part that's going to be so interesting to see, with them trying to police that, stuff like that. You know what I mean? How long can that last for? How well can they track it down? You know what I'm saying? People start new accounts all the time. So if you got a bunch of new accounts, they can never really track that, can they? Like, what does it come down to? Do they get down to the transaction purchases? Like, if you're paying with credit cards and tracing credit cards to accounts, like, how do they really regulate that? You know what I'm saying? How do they really, truly regulate that and not make mistakes? Because, mistakes can happen, especially if stuff is not like, if you're going to use the AI, their mistakes can be made with the AI. If you use it with human, there's human error. So it's gonna be interesting to see. And the more I see this shoe, the more I'm liking it, though. I'll tell you, I'm more of a bigger fan of the way the media side looks, though. Something about the swoosh and this right here. I like the shoe, though, man. Will we be able to get some of these this season? Come on, man. Why have to happen? What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah. Because you gotta move the shoes. I mean, it's a lot to doing it, bro. It's for today, I didn't do nothing for a sneaker collection, but like I had to move stuff around to make more organized for the things I'm trying to sell, and then just my organization with the boxes here, and just it's a lot of shoes everywhere, bro. And it's a lot, and it gets I don't want to say overwhelming, but it sometimes seems never ending because I got a lot of shoes without boxes too, in the room, in other boxes, not in boxes, in duffel bags, in closets, in the cabinets. Like, I got a lot of shoes without boxes, and I want to organize it together and get it together, but daily things and stuff like that, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah, switch up the addresses. That definitely helps. Yeah, changing the addresses. Yeah, you know, some of them have been. Yes, I mean, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Some of the main ones for sure. Some of the main highlighted ones will definitely have a value tick, a little switch up. Some of them have been changing. Some of them have been going up in value as far as like the resale. I don't know if it's been too crazy, but slowly. And the thing is, not everything will be super skyrocket crazy resale, but some things will. I mean, it might have a certain similar effect to some extent of how when he left Nike, you know. I but it's for a different reason. So it's like, see, the part is so weird about it too, right? And I guess the Yeezys is more of a better topic to talk about this than Kyrie's, because you know, of course, Yeezys have more of a resale, but like, one would think that they would have a resale because Nike's not making them no more. So people who still want them, and Nike's not making them, so you can't get them. So that's why these things are more of a commodity to get. That's why the resale value will go up on one end. But then the reason why he's in this predicament and why things are happening, well, that is that. See, that's what's crazy. Because I think it, depending on the person and the situation, it really changes differently. Like, the value change on it, like his value don't change on it because, I mean, his value don't change on it because of what he did to get canceled or to no longer be with Adidas. Like, people are gonna shun you if you, who cares about being shunned? I'm just speaking. People will shun you or look down upon you if you wear his products. Like, there's a label with it. So is that why it won't go up in resale? Because there's a bad label. But people like doing rebellious stuff all the time and things that give you a bad label all the time in this world and society. So that's why I'm confused on how that's gonna be. Because when something's labeled a no, and things growing up for me, things that were no, all of a sudden can be a go-go. Some, and this is not a go-go at all, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of things that I grew up knowing about that were told to me as, like, you know, a negative thing to it, or a no, or like, don't go that route, or don't do that, or don't be involved in that, or don't say that, or don't copy, or don't, you know, all those things, don't copy and do it yourself. Like, all those things, all that stuff is gone now. It's like, if you're living by those rules, you're behind. There's videos all day about copying content and getting paid for it. How to copy somebody's content and get paid for it. Like, not like remake the video, but no. Take their actual video and repost it in your way and make money off of that video. Before, that was looked upon as an ultimate no. But now it's like, yeah, copy and paste. Everybody copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. I think that's the weakest shit, but you can't say that or think that now because that's what everybody does. That's the norm. So now you're the one who's weird. Oh, you think that's weird? You're stupid. Kind of funny. I remember the guy Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game. He was talking about how he was on a bus and they were being transported from one location to the other location. And they had some kid in this one segregated cage because he was about to go tell on some people and change lives. And Wallow told the kid, like, man, you realize you about to go change some people's lives? You about to really do some really crazy stuff right now? And the kid told him, like, man, you living by old school rules. Those rules you live by don't apply now in this world. It's like, damn, that's crazy. So, like, basically saying him snitching ain't no big thing because that's not the rules they live by now. It's totally different. Wow, bro. Yeah. Yeah, kind of interesting. So, you know, just a little interesting thing going on in the world, man. You know, as long as you guys can remain to love people, you know what I'm saying? Don't hold everybody to what one person does. You know, that's a really good point right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think we could get past things. I think we could overall be cool. It just, you know, man. And then I'm definitely not I don't even really feel like saying it, but I just saw something today that I was like, damn, and I just seen that today too. Because I don't know if it's good or bad, but one thing, like I'm gonna mention it because it's just in the whole thing of when you hear so many different things from so many different spectrums. It's like if you have a sober brain, a sober normal brain, and you're just trying to like wake up in the day and you kind of like observe what happens and what information comes to you from whatever things you've been watching throughout the day, just the different things and how your brain can go up and down, right? So like you wake up and then you hear some more things about Kanye and it goes down. And then like you might hear some music. Oh, 21 Savage and Drake dropped something. I hear some good music. All right, that's cool. Then you're reminded, oh, Takeoff just died. Damn, that's down. Oh, Kyrie, damn, he's suspended for 5 games. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, wait, Nike dropped Kyrie. Damn, back down. Oh, wait, but I remember there's a Kyrie over here. Let me go ahead and get that. Oh, wait, get back. Like, it's like... And then the other thing that was like, as I was like about to leave, I seen something on my timeline that said Trump's about to run again. Like, oh wait, wow, this shit is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It'll have you on a roller coaster every day. And I didn't say anything which ones were good or bad. I'm just saying it was just so many different. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't say what the Trump thing was. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's just so many different things that have your mind going here. And if you have distractions already, it's a lot going on in this world, bro. You got to find your square and stay centered. You know what I'm saying? Focus and pray, grind, you know, all those good things and just pass on the good energy, bro. That's what we always been trying to do. That's what I've always been about. You know, like I said, there's a lot of ugly shoes out there. I just don't show them my videos. But maybe I should show them in the videos so I can start saying things are like ugly and trash so it makes it more normalized. Is that right? To make it more normalized for the viewer? Because if I'm just saying everything I show is cool, then does that look weird? But like I said, if you don't like it, they said it before. If you can't say something, don't say nothing at all. Like if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. Whatever that saying is. So yeah. But maybe I should start showing off the shoes I think are trash and actually talking about them. Maybe that, you know, why not? That's what I was saying earlier, and that's what it's about, keeping your frequency at your highest point now. That's what you got to do to keep yourself at the highest point, you know, whatever that is for you. And that's exactly what it's trying to do. If you care about anything, there we go. That's the point I was saying. Like, it's like you could try to be cool here and I'm not tripping off that. Oh, that's not to do with me. Oh, they're gonna find something. They're gonna find something for you to be like, oh wait, hold up. They're gonna find something, bro. And like I said, even with them 3 things I just met, those are all things to spark something for somebody. The Kanye thing is gonna spark something. If that don't do it, the Kyrie thing would. If that don't do it, maybe Trump running again for a 3rd term or whatever I saw about him trying to run again. Because I thought, didn't he do 2? And thought you could only do 2. I saw something about him talking about running again. So whatever. But yeah, it's like then you got it's gonna be something to happen that grab you, you know? And if you let it grab you, it can just bring it down, bro. You just bring your frequency down. And when your frequency's down, a lot more things can happen to you and things around you. People don't believe that shit, but it's real. Energy is real. I don't just be talking about positive energy and thank you for your energy for no reason, bro. Energy and frequency is a very real thing. And I go off of it. The vibes and the energy I feel off of people is what I go off of, bro. And after living for so long, you know, you have to start living off the examples of what you've seen. And I've been blessed to be around a lot of people and a lot of personalities and see a lot of things happen and work out in all forms for everybody. You have to be a sponge and watch. The best way to learn is from other people's mistakes. It's from other people's things, you know. And when you see things that line up a certain way, I just always, oh, I seen this movie before. I just go that way. Like I just take myself out of it, bro. Like I don't need to go down this way again. I don't need to read this script again, relive this movie again. A Montclair jacket in the right position. Yeah, those Montclair jackets that I found at Ross or at Marshall's were not bad. Just I wasn't gonna spend that for them, even though that was heavily discounted because they retail for like $800-900. They had them for like $180 or $150. But I just wasn't gonna buy them. But some Montclair jackets ain't bad. Some of them Montclair jackets be looking fire. And it's funny, I just seen the an advertisement from Montclair on what was that? On like YouTube. It was just some Montclair jackets look fire as hell. But they just expensive as shit. So, you know, I'm good on the Montclair. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, people have been selling, you know, Kobe's still have a value to them. They definitely do, you know, obviously because of the situation. It sucks that it takes stuff like that to make it happen. But as I've been able to show in some of the older videos, Throwback Thursday videos, and some of the ones that I go through without even like posting them yet, because that's one thing I do appreciate you guys checking out some of the old content too to see where we were and where we're at and all that type of stuff, because a lot of that stuff is just stuff that were gems that for whatever reason didn't get pushed in the algorithm or whatever was happening, whatever. But it's always good to see some of that stuff come back out and do so much better than they did the first time, bro. You know, I'm glad I came up with that idea. Shit, I really do. The Onyx colorway. Yeah, the Onyx colorway of the slides. I looked them up the other day because my girl was asking. She was like, but this is going down. Like, is price going down or going up? And I was like, most of them are moving up because we're trying to. I had it in the possession, but whatever. But she wants some foam runner, so I don't know. I ain't paying the extra for that. I ain't paying the $5. You know. So you're about to say what size am I? I'm a 13. But yeah, speaking of sizing, sizing has been a little different on some of these shoes, man. Sizing has definitely been different. Some people have been saying it's been a little different with manufacturers, different like clothes. It's happening in clothes and in shoes. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a different reason of where they want to try to pin the differences from. Is it because they're using workers with less experience? Are they just changing up the format? I'm curious to see if these are going to be true to size. Wow, I got hiccups and yawning. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting, man. Very interesting day in the overall situation, you know what I'm saying? Sports, controversy. The forwards run snug. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Very crazy situation, though. We gotta have to see what happens. We have to see what transpires these next few days. You know what I'm saying? Nike doing that, you know. I mean, what's next? They have to release something else. Some other statement. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have a meeting. Like I said, Kyrie gonna have a meeting with Silva soon. We have to see how that plays out, man. You know. Tomorrow I will do some investigative work. I'll do my little due diligence to see what's up. I'm gonna ask, like, you got him? Can I see him? Hey, can I just see him? I don't gotta say. I ain't gonna say we're matches. Let me see the color greens between you. Mm-hmm. I need to get my vertical. I need to get my horizontal video and my vertical, and we'll be good. And that's it. Let me see him. Let me know. I want to know. And it's like, man, you know, yeah, man, Nike, because the Nike, I thought about going by the Nike today, but I didn't. The Grove, they usually have Nike basketball. They usually have Kyrie's in colorways, earlier or colorway that might not be other places. Last time I was there, I found those Kyrie Low 5s and like 2 colorways that hadn't been anywhere else. So I'm like, there's a chance they have a fly trap there. No, they don't be having fly traps there. There's a chance they would have another. It's a chance they had this there, or something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I should have went today because maybe this morning if they did have it, they could have. But I didn't go by Nike today, and that's what it is. And I'm sure tomorrow a Nike will have the stuff off the shelves. If they took them off the line, damn. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Nets suspended Kyrie for at least 5 games. I never heard of that type of suspension of at least 5 games. But that was like to let you know, like, if you don't get it right by then we're gonna make our decision by that point. But like, I never heard of that as suspension. At least this many games. It's always well, when you hear at least, that's usually when they're talking about the law of a rule. Like, oh, this one has at least this many games suspension. But I never just heard them come out flat and say, oh, such and such player suspended for at least 5 games. Like, you know what I'm saying? They think they might be the rumors are saying he might be done in the Nets. Then they said, oh, he might go to Lakers, but then I'm hearing the Lakers said they don't want him. Like, they're gonna ostracize him and like say we don't want this guy in our league. He's gonna be Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Chris Jackson, all over again. Not welcome in the league. I'm like, can he go to the Big 3? But they trying to give the Big 3 hell. And then Ice Cube, he had his history with this whole thing too. Ice Cube had his whole history with this incident before too. Check that out and see if you didn't know. So like, if Kyrie goes to the Big 3 and he lets, they're not gonna let him in because if he lets him in, it's gonna look bad for Ice Cube. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's gonna be sad if he's done. If he's done playing basketball in the league so early, it's gonna be an Iverson career. It's gonna be a Gilbert Arenas career, a done too soon career type thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did get a ring, so he got what you need in the league. The other 2 people I said didn't get it. He got a ring, which is the pinnacle of the top of the league. Like the pinnacle, the top of basketball is the NBA championship. He has that. So at the end of the day, if he left early, he would do a Barry Sanders. Even though Barry didn't get a ring, but he would be a Barry Sanders, like, could have did many more years, but just was done, even though it's different circumstances. But like, yeah, a done too soon superstar. Will be sad to see, but we have to see what happens. We don't know what it is. It's still early. This stuff will linger over the weekend to keep people buzzing and talking about it. Maybe there'll be some more resolve Monday or Tuesday. It's used for conversation, distraction, separation. So just keep your square, keep your honesty with the people you know. You know what I'm saying? You don't all form your film. You're gonna all form your own opinions, and we're all, I guess we're allowed to have our own opinions, but then again, you're allowed to have your own opinion unless, like, if it's the right opinion. That's kind of what it seems like. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying wow. You just have to do your due diligence and have your own brain and do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, it seems like he's kind of, it's weird, man. It's weird to see. It's unfortunate, man. It seems like he might be fed up with it too. Like, he seemed like the type of person to be like, hey, then I'm done. Like I said, he just accomplished everything you could do at the top of the totem pole. He's did everything you would want to do in the game. So if he gonna stand down and do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he ain't gonna care. So why should I care? Yeah, you really can't. I mean, here's the thing. You could try to do it educatedly, eloquently, clearly, but the results is not received that way. So because the results are not received that way, you're automatically Yeah, it's just it's never perceived the right way, no matter how clear and articulate you can say it. If it's against the certain things, then you're just done. So that's why you never heard me talk about any of this stuff, and I don't talk about any of this stuff because, like, it's not a comfortable thing to talk about. You should want to talk about the things that aren't comfortable, but at the end of the day, like, there's nothing I can do in this podcast or this live that can change anything. It's just me giving off my opinion, and I give you guys the opportunity to say your stuff in the chat. I don't really care enough because it's not to my doorstep yet. I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of ain't. I'm not in no positions for that stuff. Like, nothing's came to my back, So, like, I have to think of it that way. If you try to be out here jumping, fighting other people's battles when they're not going to fight yours, Kyrie don't know me. I'm out here going to try and say whatever. I mean, just if I was to be trying to speak up and take up for him, like, I don't know this guy. If I saw him down the street, I'm like, Kyrie, what's up? He'd be like, and keep going. That's what I would tell everybody before when they were so gung-ho over Kobe's and all these guys. Like, you guys over here riding this nigga's dick. He don't even know you. He see you, he'll probably just give you the 2 pieces, the dub, and keep going. So, like, when I was supporting my boy, I could talk that shit a little bit more because that's my boy. Like, yeah, I'm about to go talk to him. I'm about to go to his house. Like, I could support this guy and talk my shit and say he the best point guard in the league and all this stuff. And yeah, Gilbert, yeah, because that's my boy. I know him. You over here celebrating people you don't even know. They don't even know you. They don't give a 2 shits about you besides, oh, you bought my shoe. Thank you, bro. Other than that, they don't know you. So, like, I'm not going to be out here, taking up for nobody that don't know me or won't do nothing for me. That's for damn sure. Yeah, under dig. Yeah, and that's a hard thing to do, man. It's not possible to do because the things that you need to make it done, people are in position to block that. And that's what the whole Kanye Red media stuff was talking about, which we'll just leave that there with there, because that answers that with that. You know what I'm saying? You could try it, but everything that you would need to try and make that happen is controlled by people who will not let you make that happen. Point blank, period. But yeah, I gotta get out of here because I gotta go take an Uber and pick up my drunk girlfriend, and I'll be back later. But I'm about to get off the live stream. Thank you guys for coming through. Hit the like button, share the video, all that good stuff. Deuces.